The owl of the night. What groovy music he makes. It's Enshohma's night owl, skilly-boo-bop, whirling show. Disco plesiosaur. Chicken dinner. Jack Oxen. Chicken dinner. Oh, this is insane. Okay. That's weird. Okay.
I'm so sleepy I can't seem to keep awake.
And now it's time for night owling with that fuzzy-faced friendly giant. Enshohma.
Oh! Yeah!
Oh my god, this is gonna be weird. Usually when I do one of these live streams, I usually do it towards the beginning of the month, but I think from now on, I think I'm going to be doing them kind of towards the end, just for more show and tell purposes, so to speak. But with that said, it feels like we haven't done one of these forever, even though we did 2 back in December, and yeah, so... Then again, this could just be the usual jitters from a jittery host. Hey everybody. And since we already have one guest with us, a second one should be joining us soon. But it's only right we should bring back this old chestnut to introduce our next guest.
There's a shadow up yonder who's podcast bound. When the rogue comes around, rowdy morons cower in fear. She'll be kicking your ass and taking your name here. Kick your ass. Armed with a mighty sword and her navy cat. Waffle Man's over there crying, 'cause there's one fact you can confide in, and it's that his back is really gonna break.
Hello, Wyn.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so I know it's a little late on your end, but thank you for joining me for at least for the first hour or something. And I hope you're still willing to talk. And were you able to hear the your theme song play?
Yeah, I came in just a little bit before you played it, and it's kind of a nice little trip down memory lane.
Yeah, and it's a good song because I'm kind of going through a lot of my old files because I had a huge mix-up on my Pachimon book, the one that I was going to print this week. But then I discovered a massive typo, one that I'm honestly shocked nobody noticed until I did one night alone at the movie theater, going over the book one last time. So yeah, so so I'm kind of looking for various images to kind of improve the 1 or 2 pages that are sort of problematic before I send it back to the printer. Although my friend Lewis, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight, he will be doing a downloadable digital copy for his Etsy store as an alternative. But yeah, we're gonna go full hog with the Pachishohma book next week, if not next month for sure. So February is the big launch month, so to speak. But yeah, I was going through some files trying to track down a particular piece, one that I'll probably be working throughout the night. And thankfully I found some nice little odds and ends, including your theme song, which, now hearing how simple the lyrics is, would you be against the idea of like a short music video with paper puppets, or you prefer some sort of limited animation?
I'm groovy with either, really.
Okay, cool. Yeah, honestly, the paper puppets would probably be the easiest to do. I just gotta find some sort of old westy background to film them in. Thankfully, Mark and Cammy live just by a mountain, so that will be kind of easy. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I definitely want to do a lot more small projects and short videos and all that throughout this year. That's sort of my big New Year's resolution. In addition to finally getting some stuff printed, February is going to be dedicated to Pachishohma, and after that I'm just going to be working on some very, I don't want to say they're old comics, but they're definitely comics that need to be seen. I know I shared some of them with you through a link. Oh, and since he's here, we got to play his theme song too. So yeah, here
Absolutely.
Yes, here we go.
Paint of you! Oh, yeah! Ha! Ooh, Martians! Oh, my God! They're freakish creatures!
Thank you! Yeah! Fuck them birds!
What's up, Brayton?
That'd be me.
Yeah, that would be
Oh.
you. So yeah, we reintroduced the theme songs. So
Are we live?
yeah, we're live right
Yes,
now.
we are.
I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Okay, we are. I was
We're-
on the wrong thing.
Okay, that's okay. And Goji Shay has joined us. It says, "Hey there, everybody." It's like, "Hey there, Goji Shay." How you doing?
It is like that.
Yes. But yeah, welcome to the first night outing of 2026. And as I was telling Wyn, I kind of had a big mess up on a big project I was doing, so I had to go through all my old CDRs and my old flash drives, and I found a bunch of files to help me, but I also found a bunch of old music files and all that, including some stuff I thought was lost to time. So yeah, if you
I had to dig through a lot of reel-to-reel tape recorders and a lot of stone etchings and a lot of
oh yeah. So Mr. Slate, he owes me like 143 billion clams. I don't know how I'm gonna
old
collect.
soiled issues of Esquire magazine.
Yeah.
And,
Oh man, come on.
what? It's Esquire. It's classy.
Oh okay, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah.
The stock market. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, we're here for night owling, and as I was telling Wyn, one of my big New Year's resolutions is to do more projects, especially if they're just like short videos onto YouTube, as well as finally getting some comics finally done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you and Lewis have been on top of me about finally getting glue out there. So
Whoa. Okay, I have never been on top of you. I don't know what you and Lewis do in your Crimson Weirdo Mexican wrestler dress-up nights that you have over there, but it does not involve my ass. Let's put that out there.
we do like shoot like darts at a picture of you. So, but that's just tradition.
Well, I'm just glad to be noticed.
Right. It is a very nice picture you sent us. Thank you for sending that oil painting. I feel so bad about throwing darts at it.
I'm on top of Pegasus.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, like the Kraken and the Medusa are in the background. They're like slapping their foreheads going, "Oh, they."
Why isn't the owl more of a big deal
I don't need
for
Bobo.
people?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I think we answered our question. His name is Boo Boo.
yeah, Bobo or something like that. I don't know. It just felt. I don't know what, to be honest, despite all the documentaries and all the audio commentaries, I don't know what Ray Harryhausen was thinking about Bobo. Like, granted, yes, Greek mythology had robots. Talos, he's basically a big old iron robot man. But yeah, Bobo, I know what the story is for the character in the movie. Athena didn't want to sacrifice her pet Al to help on the mission, so she made a crappy robot. Or I think it was a cyborg version of the bird, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's not. I haven't seen Clash of Titans in a long time, so I honestly can't tell.
Well, my question more was, what's the deal with him not being as big as he should be? Because he seems like, and I guess it's just a factor where Clash of the Titans maybe isn't as huge in this way with this demographic.
Mhm.
But he's not like, there aren't kids out there with, owl plushies and Funko Pops and things. He isn't this giant pop culture cute landmark as you'd think it would be,
Yeah,
just, cute robot owl.
Yeah, because it's weird. Other annoying robots of the '80s, or overly cute robots of the '80s, they still get remembered, like Ziggy and whatever the heck Polly was dating at the time.
You
But
know what I'm saying for our title card tonight after the stream's over, we replace Hootie the Night Owl with that owl for one night only.
okay, I'll try to find us at least some decent screen captures. But yeah, Wyn, you're familiar with Clash of the Titans and what the hell we're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've seen the old one with the stop motion animation. Unfortunately, I still remember the 2010 version. No, that was not a fever dream.
Yeah, the 2010 version. And they made a sequel to that too, which proves to you that in Hollywood, you can waste money if you've made enough money.
It's like rather than trying to make something original and engaging, they're just cowards.
Mm-hmm.
They're cowards.
Yeah. I understand there's that argument that, you got to do remakes and reboots and oh god, what there's coming up with a new term too recently, a retake, a remix. I don't know. It sounds terrible.
Yep.
Well, lest we go over the fact, DC's Titans show in which Hercules comes on and says, F Mighty Joe Young in a very angsty way. Oh, Titans.
That was weird.
Clashing or not.
I think we're talking about the wrong Titans here, Brayton.
Oh, we are? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
But
Beast Boy.
yeah.
Anybody?
Okay, yeah, we all know Beast Boys. But
Booyah.
no, there is that argument that in Hollywood the mainstream audiences are more, even though when they complain about remakes and reboots, they're more familiar with familiar properties, unless of course they come to grow to like those properties after the fact. So that's why we see so much remakes and reboots and reimaginings and whatever the other insane buzzwords are going on right now. But
Lightyear?
Hmm?
Buzz Lightyear?
Buzz Lightyear, yeah, that too. I never saw the Lightyear movie. Is that any good, or is it as bad as everyone says it is? I'll take
I
that.
avoided it.
Yeah,
I avoided it.
Okay.
I heard mixed things. I know some people said it was kind of a love letter to sci-fi movies. On the other hand, they didn't really like the art style for the actual Buzz himself because they're used to the charm of his Toy Story counterpart. I will admittedly say I did like the cute little orange RoboCat, but that could be obvious biases showing. But at the same time, I kind of wanted it to succeed because it was rustling the Jimmies of Karens who were literally losing their shit over a blink and you'll miss it moment between a married lesbian couple smooching
That's
on
true.
the cheek.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And banned in several countries, which always makes me happy. Any kind of representation is good representation, I suppose. But it just looked hopelessly uncharacteristic for the character of Buzz Lightyear. Like, my knowledge basis for anything extracurricular Buzz Lightyear is the very, very few things I remember from the cartoon show back in the 90s or early 2000s, whenever it was, with
Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
Of Star Command,
Yeah.
yes, with Kronk as the voice of Buzz Lightyear. That was
Yes.
I was hoping for something like that, and instead we kind of got a sort of generic looking sci-fi military type of movie that didn't really. I don't think anybody ate that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, it was a mixed bag. Though I would have loved more a Star Command kind of vibe because the cartoons were really great, and I did love Patrick Warburton to bits as Buzz.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The funny thing is, I actually have very positive memories of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, because when I used to kind of man a counter at a dry cleaner in Manhattan Beach early in the morning, because the guy who owns it, Nick, he had like a newborn baby and he wasn't available for most of the morning. So I was pretty much there from like 5:30 a.m. all the way up to maybe 11 o'clock at the latest.
With your hair dryer in hand, manually drying every piece of clothing that came through.
Oh yeah, before the customers showed up. So
Is this how you do it?
No. Thankfully, Nick and some other people took care of the dry cleaning ahead of time. I was just there just to kind of, find the tickets, give it to the people, and take money and all that. Other than some really nasty recurring customers here and there, it was a fairly okay job. There's some things I wish I did better at it, but it was a fairly decent job. It was completely under the table stuff, but was it? I sat there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Was that some of the stuff you wish you did better under the table? Okay.
Not like that. No. It's just
I wish I was clothed.
I was. No. I'm sorry, Wyn. I was gonna make a nude joke, but I won't do it while you're here.
You're good. You're good.
Okay,
I've heard worse.
Okay, thank you, Wyn. So here I go. I was nude. I don't know how you knew that, but that was just a part of the job.
A good guesser.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so yeah, no, I wasn't nude. I was in a cape though. That was a weird thing. Toga.
Nude.
Toga's better. Toga's like the best in between nude and closed. But anyways,
don't do yoga in a toga.
Yeah, that
Things
is true.
will be seen.
I know, as well as the puns. So. But no, there was no cable television, there was no satellite. This was long before digital took over television, so we just had a basic antenna television that just picked up some of the local channels, and there wasn't much to watch in daytime television. Patrick Warburton's Wacky Space Show was the only one that was really there to enjoy, and it was a very fun series. I especially loved. I love the episodes where he went to like a planet of like little green men, which basically is their version of, no, not the little green men, the three-eyed guys, but there was a planet that was like basically gray aliens, but it was
you'd hate it.
Yeah, but it was the reverse.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Wyn knows what I'm talking about. It was the reverse situation that most science fiction has, where the gray aliens who live on the planet are sort of it's basically Mayberry from the Andy Griffith Show, but if it was aliens, complete with an Andy Griffith style sheriff and all that. And they did at least 2 episodes, one where Buzz, I think, accidentally crashes on it, and of course the town folks are like, oh, there's this giant, scary, 6-foot-tall, pink-skinned alien monster here. And then
there's one of those pink fellas over there, you know.
Oh yeah. I think
you said Mayberry. I had to.
Yes. I don't know if they had.
Oh yeah.
They Don Knotts, but I know they had ooh yes, I'm the barber guy there, and Floyd the barber, and I think
of Star Command.
Yeah, I think either he or the Don Knotts parallel actually became a heel in the second appearance of this alien planet when Emperor Zurg tried to take it over, and he was like I remember one of the most hilarious bits of Emperor Zurg. He's like designing a new base, and he's talking to his henchmen, and he's voiced by Ed Knight. For the longest time, I thought it was Ted Curry, but no, it was Ed Knight doing like really good supervillain comedy.
You mean Wayne Knight?
Damn it, Wayne Knight. Yes. Wayne Knight, and it's like he's talking to one of his henchmen. It's like, no, the air ducts cannot be this wide and big. Why do you keep making it big enough for heroes to crawl through? Do it again.
Oh my god! Wait, no, okay. Wayne Knight was the Chicken Man in Toy Story 2, right?
Yes, and
the Bug Bucks.
Yeah, and he went on to do the voice of Emperor Zurg, a much more comical.
I know,
version
that's
of the character.
weird.
Yeah,
that is weird how that ties in.
Yeah, but no, he's fantastic as Emperor Zurg. So, and it was sad too because the longest time I thought it was like Tim Curry, just a little off, but it wasn't.
No.
So
Tim Curry was off being a little off with his Joker auditions.
Hey, but yeah.
You smell like a tuna sandwich. Ew. What the fuck, Tim Curry?
Okay. What were you gonna say, Wyn?
I was gonna say I remember those episodes it was yesterday, especially because there was this tiny little girl who adopted Booster as a pet, and she endearingly named him Pickles.
Oh yeah, that was the first episode. It wasn't Buzz Lightyear; it was Booster, the big old eared.
And I believe she was voiced by Russi Taylor.
Okay,
if my memory serves correctly.
Yes, you definitely know voice actors. Both of you know voice actors better than I do. Who is?
I have to re-see the episode to confirm or deny, but that's gonna have to do some excavation through YouTube because. Damn it, Disney Plus! Why haven't you put this damn show on your streaming program yet?
Yeah, no. In retrospect, I really do. I really should have hooked up a VCR and recorded those episodes because the antenna television looked really good, all things considering. But yeah, it was a good show. So, oopsie doozy, I may have made a mistake here. Sorry about that. I gotta double check something here.
Russi Taylor was Minnie Mouse, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
And she was the original voice actress for the triplets before the 2017 reboot, where they kind of gave them their own individual voice actors.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, the Donald Duck's nephews?
Huey, Dewey, and
Yes.
Louie.
Okay. So
Yeah, because they went on adventures with Uncle Scrooge in DuckTales.
yes. Yeah, DuckTales was like the first big television success Disney had, and that kind of towards the beginning of the Renaissance. So sorry about that. I'm trying to sound like an expert, but it's not working out. So
Then you should have said Renaissance.
Renaissance after the terrible dark ages. Ooh. Does anybody want some coffee? Because I'm intellectual
Pretentious?
that way.
Oh, intellectual. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I'm not going to
Proto-lectual.
Yeah.
What are you working on here, Raph?
Okay, you're going to hate me for this. Okay, so I was
Already done it.
okay,
What is
so I was going. Oh wait, I should put it on the screen so everyone knows what the hell I'm doing here, because it makes no sense if I'm, you see it, but the audience doesn't see it, and I will be doing little artwork here and there. Okay, so good news, bad news situation. Me and Lewis were going to do a big push for the Pachishohma book this month, but then we were going through the 2 remaining physical copies we had, just kind of double check to make sure everything was okay. And I was confident because I had the help of Brayton and Patrick to make sure that, there would be no typos and everything. And then I found a typo so massive, so huge, that there was no way in hell I would feel comfortable printing the book. And I know that if I did not fix the typo, all hell would break loose and somebody would bring it up, and it would just be a mark against the quality of this otherwise underwhelming art book.
What was the typo?
So most of the monsters that are introduced in the book are in alphabetical order, except Paluto, the unbearable, the big old smog monster. In fact, I'll bring him up the screen just as a reference. So yeah, apparently, we effed up his name. He is not. He wasn't spelled Paluto, Polluto. He was Pulloto. Now, that doesn't sound like such a big deal. Okay, there's Brayton. He's falling on the floor.
We would have got letters.
Yes, we would have, because that wouldn't be such a big deal if Paluto was towards the end of the P section behind Prince Kira, but unfortunately he was a friend of Prince Kira, and it was such a mistake.
Okay, well that's not a typo, that's a formatting error, and that's on you, chump.
I know. But here's the thing, I went with it. I didn't even notice it. It's like I guess there was like a blind spot, so I had to redo it. Thankfully I did take care of that. That was page 40. This is just the illustration of Paluto, just to give people an idea what he looks like.
He stinks.
Yeah, because exactly, he stinks.
It's pollution.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was such a huge typo that I had to change it. There was no way I was going to sit comfortably about it. And unfortunately, because when you change a page with Kablam, it takes an extra week or two for it to print. So I figured, okay, if I'm going to be waiting a whole month, I might as well fix another thing that really annoyed me about the book. So Paluto is taken care of, and I want to replace one of the uglier just pencil sketches that was put in the book with this Pachi piece that's been on the back burner for a while. I'm taking the War of the Gargantua monsters, and I'm turning them into the Ogre Brothers. And so they're pretty much done. I just got to take care of the faces here. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Thankfully,
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
yeah, it's okay. It's just,
Did you spell Hospital Death Cat correctly?
Who
was also pictured in that picture?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and
Hospital Death Cat.
Yeah, let me double check. So
One of your bests.
Yeah, it's amazing how such a stupid thing like that ends up becoming so popular with that, or Brayson just warms up the things that other people
Well, no,
didn't.
I think the concept is fun. Though it reminds me, there's a Ray Bradbury short story about like onlookers after a car accident
Mm-hmm.
who show up like, and then they're the same people who appear at every car accident, and they show up to this guy who isn't dead, but they're sort of like reverse paid mourners. These people show up to an accident to ensure that the people are dead, which
Oh
is
my
kind of,
goodness.
it's a good, I need to reread it again because I remember it being great, but kind of a similar deal with Hospital Death Cat, where you think she's there to provide you comfort, but she's really there to assure that you will meet your maker.
Yeah, I don't consider Hospital Death Cat to be an agent of evil. I just figured she was just an incredibly
No,
cynical
Agent Death is
nihilistic-
not evil, she's just doing her job.
I know, but it's also, it's like like we made the joke. It's like, can't we operate? Nah, he's a goner. You better let him go.
I'll pull his damn tube.
So, by the way, Wyn, Hospital Death Cat was just this stupid little joke we had when I was just making fun of like those old stories about cats visiting patients in the hospital just before they, and yeah, it's basically Fluffy with psychic powers, but it's
Aww.
see, Brayton, everyone loves Hospital Death Cat. But yeah, in this picture, Fluffy, which is just a reused photograph of her, is using her telepathic powers to fight against Pluto the Unbearable, the giant pollution monster. So, there you go.
Choke on that.
Yeah. But no, Hospital Death Cat is taken care of, and now I'm just taking care of the one little last section. So yeah, I'll be working on this gentleman right now. Ogre Brother of the Mountains, or the Snowy Mountains. I don't know. I don't think I'll be saying the names of these guys. With that said, though, yeah, I had to go find my original Photoshop file with the War of the Gargantua monsters I did for Brendan Tenold. And also, since I'm going to be doing the convention circuit this year, I kind of want to do a print with these guys. But I also ended up doing this weird thing where I changed their colors a bit and changed the joke on the menu here. I mean the bib. See, originally the Gargantuas, instead of being the brown Gargantua and the green Gargantua, they're going to be the mountain Gargantua, the big white guy here, and the mountain Frankenstein and sea Frankenstein. So this is what this little color change is all about. Blah, blah, blah.
Sue him. Raph, you've talked to the Toho people. Don't get too close.
Oh, that's
Careful, Icarus, as they say.
Oh,
and
that's right.
the Crowd is what the story by Ray Bradbury is called, from 1943.
okay, it's one of his early ones.
Yeah, I read it as part of there's a giant, big-ass Ray Bradbury book that I've never bought, but I've checked it out from the library 18 times, called just Bradbury. It's got 300 of his short stories in it, and this is one of them. So the log line is: a man survives a car crash and notices that the crowd of onlookers gathered around him look eerily familiar. He realizes the same group of people show up at every accident to ensure the victims die. It's a good story.
Okay, so with that said, yeah, I get the feeling that Ray Bradbury he writes some scary stuff.
Well, and he was not he never drove. He was anti-driving because of, and I'm pretty sure this is where the inspiration comes from. He's spoken about it before. He saw a really bad accident when he was a kid that scarred him, and that's why he swore off vehicles the rest of his life. So he never drove, always either took the city bus, or if he had to go anywhere, he would fly with his wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
because he loved pterodactyls and he would dress up as one. So
he occasionally trusted Pegasus to get him from place to place.
Mm-hmm. That led to the story of the horse that... Never mind.
I'll tell a story about a horse the size of a dinosaur.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, I think I can get the Ogre Brothers done before the morning. So, but yeah, and
God bless.
Yes, and Sunday, Lewis is going to come down. We're going to work on the PFD for digital downloads, which will come quicker than the physical copies. And then February will be the month of Pachishohma. But yeah, this book will finally get done. So, PDF. What did I say?
Yes. PFD, which sounds like a sequel to BFG.
Don't forget, I can't read good.
Hence, buy my book.
Yeah,
good book, an underrated animated movie.
Yeah. So, Page Master or something else?
The BFG, Big Friendly Giant.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the one from the '80s or the recent one with
80s. I haven't seen the recent one, but the 80s one I remember because that also played on the Disney Channel.
Oh yeah, they used to have that on YouTube for the longest time. I think Cosgrove Hall, one of the few existing animation studios in Britain, not counting the stop motion people, Aardman. Yeah, they actually had that on their YouTube channel for a little while, and yeah, it is a very good movie, and I do appreciate it a lot. The Steven Spielberg one, I saw that one. It's the first two halves of it. The first two acts are amazing. It's wonderfully directed. It's very well done, especially the sequences between the BFG and his well, let's just say surrogate daughter. But then it gets a little it kind of wraps itself a little too quickly in the third act, I think, and goes way too much for broad comedy. So
Giant farting Mark Rylance.
yeah, that was in the original stories too. So but yeah, it's a gem, but a flawed one. So because the first two halves are just amazing, especially with the kind of median initial interactions between the BFG and the little girl whose name unfortunately escapes me. But yeah, no,
I believe her name was Sophie.
Sophie. Okay, I get that weird gut feeling. I think you're absolutely right. It is Sophie. So when just out of curiosity, as you know, I'm a giant monster fan. So when I heard there was like a 1980s version of the BFG, I had to go track it down and watch it for myself. I think I might actually have it on DVD too before it went out of print. But with that says, just out of curiosity, when did you first see the movie? Was it growing up in your childhood or another experience?
Childhood, because it used to play on the Disney Channel amongst a very diverse plethora of imported movies, and I remember the animation being very fluid. It gave me the style kind of gave me a bit of Don Bluth energy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and it was like no offense to Cosgrove Hall, but yeah, it's like usually they were doing shows like Danger Mouse and Count Duckula, and although decently done shows in their own right, it's like it was never really on cinematic quality. So yeah, the BFG movie is actually fairly impressive for what it is. But yeah, no, I remember when I had the Disney Channel because my dad got us for us when we were young. Yeah, they had a really good selection of like obscure imported movies, and this was before Disney became the quote unquote hot poop that it is today. We'll take that either way. That was supposed to be.
I just want to say as well that in my autobiography, BFG is also the title of the chapter that chronicles my puberty years. BFG, Brayton Fears Girls. Just so you know. Yeah.
Also, for all those gamers out there, like I am, it's also short for Big Fucking Gun in the Doom franchise.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, yeah.
My friend Jordan didn't know anything about the movie, but we saw the ominous poster in the theater before it came out, which was just the giant foot and then BFG, and she could have sworn it stood for Big Fucking Giant because it's like you won't believe how big this fucking giant is. Kind of became a running gag.
Oh, good. Yeah, that movie.
This ain't your average, run of the mill Jolly Green Giant. This is a big fucking giant. I mean, look at the foot.
God, I wish you guys were my neighbors so we could just go and film a footage of just like Wyn is interviewing Brayton dressed up as Steven Spielberg, and it's like, no, this thing is even bigger than that damn shark.
You thought my T-Rex was big. Piss on that.
Yeah, but no, it's like, yeah, no, I remember when Disney used to show a lot of weird movies from out of nowhere. I know there was the short film, The Legend of Firefly Marsh, which I think long before Legend of Dinosaurs was my first real introduction to like plesiosaur fiction. Because
mine was The Legend of Randy Marsh, and then I didn't really get into it because of that. Strange.
Okay. And what other weird movies did they have? Oh my god, the one about the kid who like basically traveled the world in stamps. It's like there was, and of course the animated Dot movies from Australia. Dot meets the Bunyip, and Dot goes to the outback and all that. And yeah, no, a lot of movies, but I'm not going to reminisce on them too much right now. That could be almost a whole different podcast on another day.
And you've only seen 3 of them.
Yes, I've only seen 3 movies. I've seen The Legend of Firefly Marsh, the BFG, and let's say the third movie is gotta think of something stupid. Rocky 4.
Valerian?
Huh? Say it again?
Valerian?
Oh yeah, that one. Did you see that? You didn't go and see that on your own, did you, you poor man?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So the supposed follow-up to The Fifth Element did not work out. Okay, I'm going to read some comments because Shay's been talking a mile a minute here. He says, hey, okay, getting back to the robot owl. He says, hey there, Bobo. Need to get the food in the picnic basket. Okay, you're going to officially be banned.
Put the food in the picnic basket, you damn owl.
Okay, this is the weirdest impression of Yogi Bear.
Silence of the Owls.
Oh, okay, I get it. So, just makes you okay. And then he says, "I wish the Teen Titans animated show, not the newer one." Okay, and then he says, "I'd say DuckTales and Gargoyles will launch the TV's output, Disney's TV output." Ogre Brothers, you say they don't look like they're related to Shrek. Shrek is dead in this house. Don't
Somebody once told me.
Oh my goodness. So, I could have gone with Shrek 3. That would have been a much more hilarious movie to choose because nobody likes Shrek 3.
Shrek the Third.
Oh, Shrek the Third. Okay, sorry about that. So,
yeah, it's like saying Friday the 13th 3. You don't say that.
When it's Friday the 13th 3D.
That's it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, or
Part 3.
Yeah, that's the one where Jason just gets really bored and goes to the 7-Eleven. Okay. I remember my 3rd grade teacher, says Goji Say, read the BFG to my class and watching the 80s movie after she was done reading it. Oh yeah, they did that a lot in some of the early classes. We'd read the book and then we watched the movie. So, and then
backwards sometimes.
Yeah. And then Shay confirms.
What a waste.
Hmm?
I said, what a waste of time.
What?
To watch the movie and then read the book.
No, to read the book and then watch the movie. I probably misspoke. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on your freaky side of the world, but I'm saying my experience was we would watch the movie and then read the book, and it'd be a colossal waste of time.
Oh, yeah, you didn't do it the other way around.
Well, eventually we got around to getting it right, but in my early formative years, we would do that when we were young and stupid, and it was hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
We would watch the movie to absorb the story first, and then go and read the book. When ultimately that was robbing us of our blank canvas that you should enter any story with.
Yeah, that is true. So, maybe they did that because the books
Public school system for you.
Yeah, that or the books just took too long, so they figured they start with the shorter version and then do the longer version.
I don't know what was going through their freaky deaky skulls.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of freaky deaky skulls, back to Goji Say. He says, no, sorry, Goji Say. I don't know why I did that. He says, yeah, Wyn's right. The girl's name was Sophie. So, and then he says, yes, that's 1 point.
Made the right choice.
Yes. And then Goji says, if Doomzilla was here, he'd appreciate Doom being talked about. So with the big effing gun. So
rip and tear.
Yeah. Rip and tear. Night Owling is here.
Rip and tear. I've torn my pants.
Okay. So, any other subjects you guys want to bring up other than me,
think we're done, right?
Yeah, I think
put
we're
in a
done.
good 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was a good 15 minutes. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, Owling.
Yes, we're only done. Yeah, the first 42-minute episode of Night Owling. Let's reminisce about the accomplishment we did tonight.
They're just too long to name all the things we've covered.
I know. There was the BFG. There was the big effing gun. There was the big freaking giant. What else was there? Buttered up futon. Wait, no, BFG.
Ooh. Brayton Fears Girls.
Brayton Fears Girls. I'm trying to think of a food related thing. I don't know. I can't. I'm not. Don't be clever, Raph. Just draw.
I think the quote from that Columbo episode we watched is really good, and that, well, we didn't clear anything up, but we've highlighted the problem. I think that's pretty much the night owling story right there. It's our tagline.
Right. But anyway,
what's he doing? Why are you making him green? What color are these things going to be? Because you can't make them brown and green.
No, they're not going to be brown and green. They're going to be gray and white. They're also a reference to the original Mountain Frankenstein and Gray Sea Frankenstein. But no, right now I'm just doing the line work. So yeah, I usually do them in different colors on a separate layer.
Ah,
yeah. So there you go. Oh, this is something I've been meaning to do a public apology for. No, not stupid. I'm not going to apologize.
Are you going to apologize to Scooby-Doo again?
No. God damn it. Why is it so weird? Everyone tries to defend that thing when I was so angry against it. And then when I finally clicked and found out what Scooby-Doo was all about, it's like, oh, Raph, stop it. Why are you so angry?
It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever done.
No.
You will admit, though, that Scooby-Doo had its it had a strength in character design for all of the spooks, right?
Yeah, but that's probably that's the thing about Hanna-Barbera, though. They had a pretty decent group of character designers and artists who always kind of swung it out of the park with these very appealing monster designs.
A lot of variety.
Yeah,
you didn't see too many dumb ghost pirates who looked too much alike.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that is true. Granted, after 5 seasons of Scooby-Doo, some of the monsters start to kind of repeat each other. It's
Well, at a certain point, you run out of things.
I know. It's like, how many times can you face against a bipedal alligator man? So,
yeah.
Just like, okay. So, yeah, I've pretty much mentioned my thoughts towards Scooby-Doo as a franchise and all that. I don't think I've ever, I never, outside of my horrible rants, I don't think I've ever heard your guys' take on the Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic, something I've always enjoyed. I especially liked the more kind of Lovecraftian route they went with Mystery Inc. in the 2010s, where, yes, you kind of still have the monster hunting hijinks, but it kind of adds a dark element, and the gang actually has roots in a resident, except in this case it's called Crystal Cove.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mysteries Inc. That was a really good series, and I do love that. It not only did it go darker, but it didn't need to be overly serious. So you could still be very comical about it. And yeah, it's one of those Scooby-Doo series where like actual real monsters do end up becoming a major part of the show, especially in the second half.
And it made Fred very endearing to me. It's like They gave such justice to the trap building, trap loving himbo.
Oh yeah, do you think that was a series that kind of officially made him the lovable himbo that everybody knows and knows today?
I think so. Plus a couple of his badass moments, like he literally jumped and climbed into a plane taking flight to save Daphne from a creature known as the Crybaby Clown, and flat out punched him.
Oh, the Crybaby. Oh. Yeah, okay. I remember the Crybaby Clown. That's separate from the evil monster baby, right?
Yeah, it's like, it was one of the later seasons where we kind of started seeing the relationship develop between Velma, and I believe her name was Marcy, but had the nickname Hot Dog Water.
Mm-hmm. Not the
most, because I guess her family was so poor they had to use Hot Dog Water.
Oh.
But they mostly started using the name Marcy when the relationship got close. I could be wrong with the name. Feel free to correct me, anyone listening in the comments. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Mystery Inc.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember really loving the portrayals of the cast in that, the plot twists, and how it was lighthearted and dark at the same time. And the fact that I was just wowed by Fred's himbo energy and character development.
Yeah, indeed. And that was also the series, like, I know they really wanted to go all in with Daphne being revealed to be a lesbian in that series, but they could only, like, kind of touch about.
Oh,
I
want
think
a
you mean the
talented
wrong
animator out
cartoon.
there to animate a parody of the recent Stranger Things coming out scene with Daphne.
God, I was related that plot twist not too long ago. I thought, okay, neat. I didn't see that coming, but holy shit! I think it broke the internet.
Yeah, it's like either a lot of people. I don't know.
It's like guys. There are different kinds of people out there. Gay people exist. Grow up and get over it.
Right. So I think
This is news to me.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. It's like, I don't mind Daphne being a lesbian, but I think the reason a lot of people got really upset about it was that, Daphne, for kind of a while in the late 90s and forward, people were actually kind of preferring her as like a fictional crush over Velma, even though Velma has kind of proven herself to be a good character recently. So yeah, when it's revealed that she was a lesbian, when they really went full hard with that one, go on.
I don't really remember her being a lesbian. I know they made Velma one because of the ship with her and Marcy, and that one recent Halloween movie before the garbage fire that was the Velma series came out, was her crushing on this one particular character in the movie, being so cute, so awkward, literally asking Daphne, "What do I say to this girl?"
Oh yeah, and the girl Daphne felt. No, hold on, I'm getting their names mixed up.
You mean Velma? Daphne likes Fred.
Yes. Yes, no, Velma.
Velma's the one with the glasses.
Wait. So we're talking. There's controversy about Velma being a lesbian. She's the most obvious lesbo I've ever seen.
No, that's
there's no subtext there.
Brayton, you have way too much faith in people's perception to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
She wears a turtleneck. Look at the hair. Come on. What?
You also got to realize these are the same people that consistently fail media literacy on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they look up in the sky and they wonder, what's that big bright thing up there?
Look, I'm just saying, you go raid in Velma's closet, you're going to find a lot of denim. All right. And you just need to learn to live with it.
Yeah.
That's all.
No. It's like, okay, so outside, what I was trying to say, I'm sorry I got the names mixed up, is that...
No, I just wanted to make a minor correction. If I overstep, please let me know.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No, well, that's hilarious to me, because why would there be... Because, again, Velma is just so clearly that way. Daphne, when you were presenting that information to me, Raph, I thought that could at least stir some controversy, because naturally, over the... however fucking many years that show's been around, 60 years at this point, approaching, it's been clear that Velma or that Daphne rather, and Fred were an item. Same with Scooby and Shag.
That is true. A man and his dog. So.
A man and his dog.
Yeah. No, what I was trying to say was that in the late 90s and forward, it probably started with Zombie Island, that Velma, our soon-to-be fully officialized lesbian, kind of became a lot more popular as a female character, especially with fictional crushes amongst men, than Daphne was, because I guess we were coming to accept the idea of nerd girls and everything. So I think there was yes. And so I think when it was finally made official, especially with that Scooby-Doo movie, that Velma likes the girls. That's where I think a lot of people just got upset about that, along with the usual, we don't like gay people bullshit, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, here's the funny thing, though. You can tell when people are invested with a character or a movie, depending on how they react to little detail changes like that. Because, when Velma was revealed to be a lesbian, everybody went crazy. Of course, there'd be people very excited and happy for her. And then, of course, there'd be a lot of people who would just be angry and all that. Meanwhile, our dear friend the Riddler came out as gay. And it was very much like how when George Takei came out and nobody, we know, we don't care. So that means... Yeah, go on.
Kind of wild, especially given the time period of it being the 60s with those guys. George Takei being openly gay, kind of being like people just kind of shrugging it off when you would think it would be quite the opposite, given that was during the peak of the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
And the likes of Frank Gorshin, and in this case to add an extra because of Bewitched being popular during that time, Paul Lynde.
Yeah, so well it's like with Brayton, I'm sorry. I know you're obviously the expert here, so
Oh no, you're opening up in a whole new world to me, man. In my straight heteronormative seclusion here. I don't know. All these words you're throwing out. But let me just say that Paul Lynde and look, I love Paul Lynde. I love Liberace.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's fair to say that they were accepted at that time primarily because of their comedic, performance and everything and their stage presence, but also I think by a conservative America because they were seen as, well, they're the harmless gays that our grandmas like, so they can get a pass. Mm-hmm. They can perform on my TV because I know they're not going to come for me because they're too busy wooing my grandma. So I've always kind of had a weird type of thing, with that. I mean, like they got sort of a weird card pass on that basis.
Yeah. I would also like to make the added argument or the appendum that I think a lot of people just didn't understand that they were who they were.
No, because look, I disagree because those comments were being made at the time. Every time they would guest on Hollywood Squares or any talk show, the innuendo would always be out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was clearly apparent to everybody. It's just what I said. It's they're harmless. They play with grandma and they're fine. They're not coming after the youth in the way that the intermingling gays do that are out in the street and at the clubs. That's a whole nother gross area because there, you can trace back. There are anomalies, George Takei and many actors. It's up until this, we've made a lot of progress, even though we're still so far back.
Yeah.
So we've made a lot of progress, but we've walked a lot of it back in the last 15 years. But of people not coming out publicly because of their career being in jeopardy, but you trace things back to like James Whale, director of Frankenstein in the 30s, and George Cukor, the director of a film Gaslight, which Raph and I will be watching soon, openly gay in Hollywood, notoriously parties thrown in their backyard, which were no secret, and they survived. So it's a weird, odd, time where some things are okay to be out in the forefront, some things aren't. Some people have a problem with some things, some people don't. And you have to understand too, this is all in the entertainment industry, where naturally, it's a lot more accepted in the entertainment industry than day-to-day, blue collar jobs and everything. That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Why are we talking about this when we're talking about fucking Scooby-Doo? Can I just say my opinion on Scooby-Doo?
We went on a tangent because of mentioning Velma. We kind of segued from that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no.
I have to say, I like Scooby-Doo, but I am perplexed at the longevity that it has gotten over the fucking 50 plus years it's been on television. Because I like and I understand how it's kind of, I'm a sucker for, the teen sleuth, young adult type Nancy Drew type of thing. I like that. Monster Hunters, I've talked recently about my love for Kolchak the Night Stalker. I love that. I love X-Files. And, this is obviously a sort of in the same ilk Monster Hunter, Monster of the Week type of thing, which I like. But it's really surface level, a lot of it, isn't it? I'm surprised that formula fatigue has not damned this franchise.
Yeah, well, it's like earlier I was talking about how a lot of people are more comfortable with familiar things, especially as entertainment. And Scooby-Doo's been around for so long and so successfully and so beloved, both through good series and bad series, that I think it's just kind of a safe go-to for a lot of parents. It's like they grew up with Scooby-Doo. Here's, it's like crap. If I had kids,
but it's weird. Like, nobody remembers Top Cat or anything, but Scooby-Doo was the one. It's just accepted as, it's an entity. It exists when really it was just another series in the Hanna-Barbera, catalog. I wonder why that has been so universal and generational is my question when it's such a simple premise. And I get the idea of, young teens monster hunting, going against authority, proving them wrong, solving mysteries. That's all fun. But it's a comfort food, I guess, for a lot of people. The dynamic amongst them is fun, but it just perplexes me why it's endured the way it has.
Yeah, I know my
Songs are always great too, I have to say. There has not been to this day a bad Scooby-Doo theme song, so I will give them that.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, even the shows that people don't like Scooby and Shaggy Get a Clue, which I thought was pretty funny for what it was. That one, well, I don't know, people are a little against 90s ska rock, but
they need to get a clue.
Yeah.
I haven't personally seen it myself, only because there was timing, scheduling conflicts of other things I wanted to watch. It's like, okay, it could be fun, but this show's on at the same time, and I kind of like this one a little better, so I'm gonna have to unfortunately give that one a hard pass. But I heard it's actually not too terrible. It's not the best of the franchise, but to my understanding, it's actually kind of good.
Yeah, no, from the few episodes I thought I saw, I thought it was pretty hilarious, because basically the plot of Shaggy and Scooby Get a Clue is that it's basically Shaggy and Scooby by themselves. They thankfully got a lot of money from a rich inheritance, and it's basically them versus Dr. Strangelove and his army of wacky henchmen. So, including, ironically, a little gray alien nobody mentions is a little gray alien.
But terrified you.
Yeah. Yes, no exactly. That's the reason I never fully watched the show. So we're probably going to have to, before you leave, we got to tell you about, you already know about my horror of gray aliens. Brayton's really kind of brought it into the forefront after the last couple of streams.
It's funny.
Yeah. He thinks I'm a baby. But it's true. What? No, not you. But yeah, no, the funny thing about Scooby-Doo, though, is like I said, it seems to be safe comfort food.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, it is kind of above average from what a lot of other teen shows were doing at the time. And you are right. It is very much a continuation of the classic tradition of the child detectives, which is kind of a dying breed, despite the fact that everyone's made a big deal about Nancy Drew finally getting to the public domain, if that's worth a damn anymore. In addition to that, in addition to the child detective, Scooby-Doo was heavily inspired by the old gothic mystery stories of the 30s and 20s before Dracula really made supernatural elements acceptable. So, yeah, and yeah, like I said, I do appreciate the original intent of Scooby-Doo, where I get it. The idea that most of these supernatural mysteries turn out to be falsehoods is sort of to kind of teach the kids the lessons not to be gullible towards supernatural monsters and ghoulies. So it's a romantic.
I have to say, it has incredible adaptability, and it has a great way through the year of reinvention in that it can change drastically while still, in an instant being identifiable as Scooby-Doo. You have your sort of 60s and 80s, era stuff, but when you get into the, the babyfication of them with a pup named Scooby-Doo, to them getting a little darker in the 90s with Zombie Island, they've been able to change the characters enough, visually anyway, and adapt the visual styles while still immediately, while still not straying too far away, I guess, from the formula. And I haven't seen any of the new Scoob movies or anything like that. Too busy getting laid. But I appreciate the fact that, each generation, it seems every 10 years, they have their own new Scooby-Doo, and they're not getting tired of it, and good for them. I used to eat Scooby-Doo snacks, I have to say, and Scooby-Doo fruit snacks as well. And I've mentioned on stream before that I was hooked on the computer games back in the day, which were awful. The video games were fine, because the Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase video game, and then there was another one for GameCube that I had. Loved that. Or no, I think that was for PlayStation 1 that I had the Cyber Chase game.
Right.
I had something else on the GameCube. But yeah, so I mean, it's been a part of my life, I guess. But saw Monsters Unleashed in the theater. I mentioned that before, I think.
Oh, yeah, same here. So that was a sequel, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The James Gunn sequel.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, I don't know why I saw that in the theater. Oh yeah, I probably snuck in there. So
You were in my theater.
yeah. Ooh, that Raph. Oh, he's getting free movies.
You were getting scared of everything, and I was the 4-year-old telling you to shush every 5 seconds.
Be quiet, damn it. I'm Miniature Brayton. Woo.
Had a Tommy gun there.
Yes, he had a Tommy gun. So so Scooby-Doo. You know what's funny? It's nice to know that Scooby-Doo endures, and all the terrible Scooby-Doo rip-offs, including the ones that Hanna-Barbera were directly responsible of, are more or less forgotten outside jokes here and there. I understand the kind of cult classic that is Jabberjaws, because it really wasn't a Scooby-Doo clone. It was just wacky band that happens to have a super intelligent future shark as their drummer. But I have no idea what I'm saying. So let's see what's the
And I think Josie and the Pussycats was more of an Archie Comics IP, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. No, it was a spinoff of Archie. Josie and the Pussycats were around for a long time, mostly as a comic book, a part of the larger Archie universe. So yeah, when Scooby-Doo became big, and everybody was doing, including Hanna-Barbera, were doing kids solve mysteries against monsters / supervillains. Yeah, that got adapted. So, and of course they eventually went to outer space and fought Ecliptor and Dark Spectre, but that's a whole different story.
Do you think Sid and Marty Krofft would have had a much better legacy if they had gone into animation? Because this stuff is just as ridiculous.
It would have been easier for them, because I know those shows were not easy to do. I think Sigmund the Sea Monster, for example, was their attempt to try to do a show on the budget. That's why it had a lot less monsters and wacky creature characters than Lidsville and H.R. Puffin stuff. And also why H.R. Puffin stuff and Lidsville didn't really have full seasons. It was like 16 episodes in a movie. Yeah. So
I guess Puffin stuff's kind of the Scooby-Doo of Sid and Marty Krofft. In a way.
You know, yeah.
Well, people like Land of the Lost too. Yeah, what is their most famous property, would you say?
It would definitely have to be H.R. Puffin stuff, but I think Land of the Lost kind of beats it just a little bit, hence the reason we ended up with the Will Ferrell movie. For better or worse.
And that was a blessing to all of us, wasn't it?
It was the tail end of that time in the 90s when they would take any property that used to be big on television and try to subvert it.
It wasn't the 90s. It was like 2008.
Like I said, the tail end of that thing. It's like, what other movies came out around that time that did similar things? Oh, even the Josie and the Pussycat and live-action movie with Alan Cumming as the main villain. I think he was the main villain, or was it Seth Green? I forgot who was the main villain in that movie.
Get smart.
Yeah, either of them. Yeah, when I think of terror, I think of Alan Cumming and Seth Green. I'm going to read the comments. Goji says, I remember watching the other Scooby-Doo. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go up. Hello there. He says, I remember I had the VHS tape with the Creeper episode of the original Scooby-Doo Where Are You show. And then Goji says, I remember watching the other Scooby-Doo shows like A Pup Named Scooby-Doo and the 13th Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. That one having our favorite actors, Vincent Price, guest starring. So, well, he was kind of the co-star of that show. And
that's another odd piece you didn't talk about. The numerous throughout the ages, much like The Simpsons, keeping with the times, the guest stars that would cameo on Scooby-Doo have been outrageous.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like I do like that. Really is a sign of just how popular the show is.
From Batman to Snoop Dogg, it's been crazy.
Yeah, and Mama
One
Cat.
that was wild for I was about to bring that up. I was going to say one that threw me off was seeing Mama Cass from the Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah, so I do admit, having seen that episode, it is a little sad that her character is pretty much just, oh, I'm hungry, but.
Yeah, the 70s were pretty problematic with diet culture.
Yeah, exactly.
That was when heroin chic was starting to hit. It just became more addressed in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. So and also like what is it? There was that like nearly 1 hour episode where they were on the film lot with Sandy Duncan, and there was like a madman using all the animatronic giant monster puppets to try to kill them.
Raph,
what?
That was you. Don't say obliquely some guy.
Damn
Hop
it, you
to it.
found me out. I ripped my head off, and it's like there's like a little chihuahua piloting me. Now that you've discovered mine, you must die.
Tempo, you're back.
That's me. That's right. Oh, it's like the live action Scooby-Doo, but with a better villain.
Yes.
Raph was never real.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
I knew there was a crazed ferret in there or something all this time.
It's like that Kid in the Hall sketch where it's like the people working at the fish factory are being replaced by machines, and while the boss is laughing about them getting basically fired, he suddenly has like a short circuit and his stomach opens and there's like a little hamster controlling him. And the rest of the kids in the hall's like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids in the Hall.
Do.
Oh, that's right. You hate their zombie sketch. So, yeah, no, I think getting back to the guest stars, did you see that? I know they, for the longest time, they had that, like, I think it lasted like a good 3 seasons, or it was at least 3 seasons worth of episodes. Scooby-Doo Guess Who, which basically, that was the series where Scooby-Doo met Wonder Woman, Steve Urkel, Penn and Teller. Yeah. Oh, I think Malcolm McDowell also. I saw the episode with Malcolm McDowell guest starring, and that was really good because Malcolm McDowell basically go on a time travel adventure, and you think Malcolm McDowell dies at one point, but no, that
was he playing H.G. Wells?
Oh, now I get what they were doing there. Okay, the clever Mr. Scooby-Doo, clever girl. So yeah, I just thought they were just going on a wacky time travel adventure with Malcolm McDowell because he seems like that kind of guy.
No.
So,
a little bit of the ultra time travel.
But first, some milk. There'll be food there.
Singing in the rain.
Yeah. So yeah, but no, that was. Oh, and of course the episode where they have to help Weird Al Yankovic save his accordion summer camp from a Tyrannosaurus. How come Scooby-Doo?
Indeed. So what was the have you ever seen any episode of the Weird Al show?
Oh my goodness.
You owe it to yourself too.
No, have you?
Yes.
All right.
All of it. It's a Raph show.
Yeah, I don't think I ever truly watched it when I was a kid. I think very much like what Wyn says. Like I had back when Saturday morning was a thing, I had to kind of give up on certain series that I just never really watched and gave it a sat down.
It's all on YouTube. There's less than 15 episodes of it. It's the same production designer as Pee-wee's Playhouse. Definitely has that feel, but through Weird Al's humor. But he's neighbors. He lives in a cave, obviously. There's a great theme song, animated in multiple styles, including claymation and weird early CGI. He lives by, there's a superhero, there's a psychic, Patton Oswalt is a menace on it. There are a lot of menaces that he fights Macho Man Randy Savage at one point. He has a magical stunt hamster named Harvey the Wonder Hamster.
Oh, I remember that name.
Yes.
Yeah.
He shows cartoons, and he shows fake commercials. It's a joyous show.
Okay. No, I'm only familiar with the Ed Grimley Show and Count Floyd. That was my formative years. So, Saturday morning cartoons. So, Brayton, just out of curiosity, you're way younger than me and Wyn combined, especially compared to me.
Yes.
Was that because I know they started phasing out of Saturday morning cartoons around your time? It's like, what was Saturday morning for you?
The day after Friday.
There we go. Good night, folks. This has been a great episode of Night Owl.
No, well, where I lived, I did not get Cartoon Network. I got Nickelodeon, and I got Teletoon, which Teletoon Retro was all of the Hanna-Barbera stuff and Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, that kind of thing. I don't know. And then we didn't have cable for a while, and then we got the really crappy like PBS Saturday morning cartoons, which was like Dragon Tales and I think Teletubbies was PBS. I can't remember, but
yeah, it was.
I don't know. Yeah, but kids entertainment and stuff. I I kind of had a healthy dose of a lot of that stuff, and Disney Channel too. But my Disney Channel was Bear in the Big Blue House and PB and J Otter, and what else? Oh, Bananas and Pajamas. I don't think that was Disney Channel.
That was a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
Please tell me the appeal.
Those Aussies know how to make a kid show.
That's right. Oh, and the Wiggles too was also huge for me. So they were kind of live action cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
All of that stuff.
Okay, yeah. So so let me quickly read the comment here before I ask you your opinions of Bananas and Pajamas, because I have an opposite reaction towards them. It's sort of a stupid story.
Are you just as afraid of the bananas and pajamas as you are of the aliens?
Were you swindled by Rat in a Hat?
Come on.
Yes on number 1 and yes on number 2. So anyways, Goji Shea says my favorite guest stars were probably Batman, Robin, and Don Knotts. And then Zyza Draws has joined us and he says, all right, gang, let's see who this Raph really is. An animatronic.
And then the Godzilla animatronic comes in and kills all the mystery gang.
That's nice, Raph. Okay, we're going to throw some peanuts at you and leave you alone at the insane asylum. Yay! Oh my god, it's like the ending of St. Elsewhere.
I love the Raymond Burr guest starring Scooby-Doo episode where he just shows up and says 30 years ago they never found a corpse, and they just stared at him awkwardly as the credits rolled.
No, there was one episode where Raymond Burr showed up and he was in a wheelchair. He guest starred there and they were trying to discover a murder or something.
And he was nude in the chair. You need to see it because we were talking about like weird episodes of non-weird shows that we could show for 100% weird. So you and I we were talking about the virtual reality episode of Murder, She Wrote.
Oh.
There's an episode of Perry Mason where Raymond Burr plays. It's like the case of the something doppelganger or something like that, where like a salty sea captain looks just like Perry Mason, played by Raymond Burr. So at the end, he's kind of cross-examining himself.
And
so
he
you have
dresses
kind of
up as a ghostly diver in order to get some treasure. Scooby-Doo.
If Raymond Burr climbs in the water, man, he's sinking to the bottom. You realize.
Oh, poor Mr. Raymond Burr. All these terrible fat jokes we keep throwing at him. He'd be rolling in the grave if he wasn't so big.
I mean, it's a narrow space there, you know.
I know,
no, Raymond Burr seemed fine.
Yeah,
he seemed like a good guy.
Yeah. No, I think we get along, but then he got
and another fruit, may I say?
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
And one who didn't come out until after his death.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I learn new things every day.
Nice. Oh, did you know?
Well, he was notoriously throughout the years, all the offers that were made, he would not publish an autobiography. And there's video of him saying they offered me $2 million. It was the easiest no I ever gave. He was extremely private. He was married to a beard. And like he claimed that he lost a child, or no, he claimed that he lost a wife in the war and she never existed. So he was very close to the vest with anything personal at all. And his partner and he owned a giant, like a wine vineyard island, kind of like a Francis Ford Coppola type of deal. And then after his death, that became a big bone of contention between his partner and his blood family, I guess. But anyhow,
yeah. Did his partner make it okay in the end, or no?
I think so.
Okay. All right, but yeah, Raymond Burr, gay.
Yes,
I see. So, best friend of Godzilla. Oh, he's Godzilla's gay best friend. I'll make you big in America.
GDF. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
The gay best friend.
Gay
Burr friend.
Oh, there we so. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're doing the GBF. Okay, I got it.
Burr fucking giant.
Yeah. I'm coming, New York. Ooh.
I tried to think of the most harmless thing.
Raymond Burr.
He's singing his own theme song.
Oh yeah, just like Dracula. Yeah. Me, you, and Wyn and Dracula are like on the rooftop. It's like, how are we going to stop this? I don't know, Dracula.
Raymond Burr versus Dracula. Who wins?
Probably, I don't know. Is it still the giant Raymond Burr that you summoned from the Netherrealm, or?
Any Raymond Burr is giant Raymond Burr.
Oh no.
Okay.
He would sit on Dracula while we stake him.
Oh, yeah. Then even if Dracula transforms into a bunch of rats, it wouldn't really work out for him because Raymond Burr is so big.
Burr covers a lot of ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. There's still a possibility of like Dracula becoming a smoke, a green mist, but we'll see.
Just breathe them in.
Yeah.
Raymond Burr was a smoker.
Into the lungs it goes.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided to put Dracula versus dinosaurs on hold.
No, you were all holding your breath about that.
Yes. Yeah, when I had this really dumb idea to do a one-shot comic book about Dracula goes to an island of dinosaurs and fights a bunch of dinosaurs.
Oh lordy.
Yeah. Okay, when Wyn thinks it's a bad idea, you're in trouble.
Dracula going to an island, he's going to be on some kind of list soon, Raph. So yeah, maybe you put that on hold and it's okay.
Well, of course, when you go to Fantasy Island, you have
Redacted Black Box versus Dracula. Who wins?
What?
Government redacted Black Box versus Dracula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like black. The Wolfman did it. Black. Oh, Dracula! Why would you throw the Wolfman under the bus?
Is Dracula on the Frankenstein list? Okay.
But wait, we're not supposed to talk about the Mad Monster Party.
Oh no. We have the Hunchback as a witness, but he's a silent witness at best.
So he talked.
Yeah, I still need to see the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Any version?
The Disney version or the Charles Lawton version. So,
the Disney version is really good.
Yeah, there's a movie that a lot of people didn't really appreciate when it first came around. It was sort of a butt of a joke, but now it's considered one of the greatest Disney movies ever made.
Well, yeah, Hellfire's like one of the best Disney villain songs in history to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention it kind of points at the corruption going on in the church during that time, the prejudices the Romani had to face.
Yeah, and the fact that go on.
And Demi Moore absolutely killed it as Esmeralda, and also another one of my beloveds onto the himbo list was introduced through Phoebus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Jason Alexander Gargoyle,
who technically, according to some fans, is the first true gay character in the Disney movie. Said Gargoyle.
I do like.
Have you seen
the banter?
Shmi? Have you seen Shmi and Captain Hook? I mean, my God.
It's so obvious between those two.
Yes, Captain.
Shmi.
I was gonna say don't. I was gonna say yeah. Don't let the short, meek stature fool you. Smee is the one who wears the pants between the two.
Behind every flamboyant supervillain, there's a very strong and magnificent sidekick.
I don't think any people who hate the movie, I don't think they still love Dustin Hoffman and Bob Hoskins as Smee and Hook in Hook.
Oh yeah,
they're just wonderful.
Oh yeah, no, they're great in that.
Oh,
one.
that was a fantastic movie.
I'm going to commit suicide. Oh, not again.
Smee, you have to stop me. Smee, to get your ass over here and stop me.
Don't ever scare me like that again. What were you thinking? Are you better? Are you better now? I want to die.
And it was that day I kind of learned, holy shit, that's actually the way Bob Hoskins spoke. Because I thought he was like this gruff American, but I heard him in between this and interviews on also. Holy shit, he has a very deep and natural Cockney accent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and for me, he will always be Mario. I don't care what anyone says.
Another guilty pleasure movie of mine.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen the CGI Super Mario movie. Is that any good, or is that just...
I hear it's actually pretty good, and it's really fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a reason to watch it. It's probably...
Wahoo! Here we go! Let's go. That's my Chris Pratt Mario.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does even because I know
I hate gay people. What?
Oh my god.
I didn't say that.
I primarily loved it because Jack Black was going ham as Bowser, and Peach was also an enjoyable performance. And I do like that Seth Rogen's natural cadence actually worked really well with Donkey Kong. You turned yourself into a cat. Now you die.
Okay, I totally forgot Jack Black's in that movie, so I might as well watch it. I do like Jack Black despite some of the weird career choices he's chosen.
Peaches.
Peaches. He does build it quite nicely.
Yeah. So, do you oh god, I was gonna ask you guys something. Do you agree that if without the proper context, that song sounds like he's saying something else?
If you're not paying attention, I could kind of say it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But your mileage may vary.
Right. Shay asks, oh, wait a minute. Let me see this. There was a giant Raymond Burr on Animaniacs. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Pinky and the Brain temporarily turned Raymond Burr into a giant kaiju to fight Gollyzilla.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I remember that.
Yes. For a giant fat guy, he's incredibly agile. And then Goji Shay says, I agree the Disney Hunchback is very underrated, but I'm definitely going to be checking out the Charles Laughton version first. So
yeah, because you get a very thin, very young, very svelte Edmund O'Brien in the as
oh my goodness,
the guy as the lead jester guy. I don't know the character's name, but in all the Hunchbacks that dude.
Yeah, the name always escapes me.
Yeah, wow.
I just remember that he was one of the Romani.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, no. When if you don't know, Edmund O'Brien is like a recurring actor in almost every movie Brayton's shown us. So yeah,
he's a wonderful character actor. Never got his day in the sun, I don't think. But always old, reliable, and he's around forever in movies. I think his last film was The Dirty Dozen, where he's giant and crazy and has a scraggly beard and is wonderful.
Really, I didn't even know he was in that one.
Or not. Am I thinking of the Dirty Dozen? Yes, I am, because that's also Robert Ryan's one of his last movies. That was a big sort of send off for a lot of Western stars of that era, and that was Edmund O'Brien's one of his last movies. He kind of got a little crazy though in his later years. Because there are stories where like he was also working on Orson Welles' last film, The Other Side of the Wind, which was made, which was a in progress forever type of deal. And there was a story where he like appeared like weird on the set one day, and he showed up with just like a suitcase full of light bulbs.
Everyone does
no
that.
Purpose to him.
Okay.
It's just like an ungodly amount of light bulbs in his suitcase, and that's all that was there. And people have their good luck charms, I guess. Maybe that was his. I don't know.
Yeah. That does sound a little weird. That, or maybe he just visited a thrift store and was like, "Oh, light bulbs on sale. Gonna get these with this suitcase."
You can't pass these deals up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why everyone, whenever anybody visits me in Los Angeles, is like, "Why are you holding like 8 towels in your arm?" It was a deal.
Yeah. How's your weather there in Los Angeles, by the way?
It was pretty good for the last few days, but it got cold and foggy today. Of course, granted, it's Los Angeles, so it's nowhere as bad as where you two are at right now.
I fell for the first time obviously first time of the year, but I slipped and fell on the ice this past weekend. But it was luck because I fell and it was outside, and I knew it was going to happen. I took one step outside onto the porch, onto the steps, and slipped. But and landed on my butt, but I didn't land on the concrete, luckily, of the steps. I was still basically holding the door as I was going out. So I slipped and landed on, I don't know what you'd call it, kind of the lip of where your door meets your porch, I guess. That metal part where, like, if you have snow on your shoes or whatever, you'd kick your shoes off before walking into the house. I landed there really hard. And I was also holding onto the door, so I kind of jacked up both my tailbone and my wrist.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't like talking about the weather in Los Angeles, because it's not as deadly as whatever you two face.
Well, I can't blame that on the weather. That was just clumsiness.
Yeah, but no, it's always the same. It's like, oh yeah, it was a little chilly today. Well, Raph, I got killed by a polar bear.
You think you had it hard? My legs and arms are gone.
And then when I got home, my dad put me in a cardboard box, and then he would look at us to death with laser eyes. Old Monty Python joke for those who don't get it.
Monty Python versus Anaconda.
Is that movie any good? You seem like the kind of guy who
Monty Python versus Anaconda. I would watch that.
No, yeah, no. The recent not Andy Kaufman,
the Andy Kaufman Anaconda.
We found
Monty Python versus Andy Kaufman.
Oh, you know one. I think John Cleese or Eric Idle would just snap from all the weird improv. No, the Anaconda movie with the giant snake and Jack Black and Ant-Man was in there. And there was a robot.
Paul Rudd?
Yes, Paul Rudd, thank you. I have a clip. Let's check it out. This is an alien falling. Okay, just joking.
My Anaconda don't. No, of course, I would never see that. That looked horrendous. The trailer was hilarious, though.
So I don't know.
Because my favorite line from that is, we dreamed about remaking this since we were kids. And Jack Black is like in his late 50s, and Anaconda came out in like, what, 2002?
Oh, yeah, he was already working.
But we were kids, man.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. The recent Mario movie, 0 out of 10 says Zaizo draws, not enough Yoshi.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah, you really like Yoshi, don't you? Zaizo draws. So Zaizo, yeah, and again,
you sick bastard.
Not like me. I have no weird fetishes or character biases whatsoever.
I've never seen a single Mario movie.
Oh my god, you've never seen the 1990s Hoskins movie?
No, just because it seems a ridiculous
horrible.
notion. No, it seems a ridiculous notion for a movie. I like him as a video game character, and I like him to stay that way. Same way I never really played Sonic, so I don't have any interest to begin with. But I would never see a Sonic movie because it's like, why overstretch this? Yeah, he's enjoyable in a certain format.
Yeah, plus it's only like 2 hours of just people eating burgers.
Well, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Get it, Sonic?
It's my favorite Andy Warhol movie.
Eat the burger.
I like a joke that we had. I like a joke that we had in our second podcast we did with Patrick about Alfred Hitchcock, where he did a disturbing trailer for The Birds, where it was just him doing that Andy Kaufman commercial, but he's eating a live bird while making eye contact with the camera. Oh, that's where they all went.
I know.
I thought Eiji Tsuburaya was bad. Oh my god!
Cook this one on the fryer.
Yes.
Gesundheit.
Know your lines, or into my large intestine you go. A murder most foul.
Where is the ice cream? Maybe this. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe the name of this episode was making fun of dead fat people.
No.
Okay, well, thanks.
We are so getting canceled.
I know. Well, they're all
my
dead.
big fat live stream.
Might as well.
No, my big fat Greek live stream. I'm sorry.
Okay, but Alfred Hitchcock and Rain Burr were not Greek.
They could play. They have range. They could. It's whatever. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be difficult.
Orson Welles probably played a Greek guy.
Oh yeah, a Greek gay?
No, Greek guy. I just said it wrong.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what's the difference? That's kind of a hat on a hat.
Oh my god.
Well, Europeans.
Right.
They're down with it that way.
I love that episode of Batman, The Brave and the Bold, where the Riddler time travels back to Greek times. He's like, I'm home.
Riddler versus Zorba the Greek.
Mm-hmm. How is Zorba the Greek, anyways? You know him personally, right?
He's doing well. Yeah, I speak to Anthony Quinn quite daily. Go visit his tombstone.
Mm-hmm. So that damn. Oh darn it! Yeah. See. Yeah. What's his name?
Edward G. Robinson.
Yeah. That damn Edward G. Robinson. You won't give me my money. Arr.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
No, so Zorbo the Greek is like one of the all-time great films / titles, but it's a movie I've never seen. Is it any good? And is it as depressing or as fun as people say it is?
No, I'd say it's good. As far as films with famous titles that not many people have seen, I would say it's better for me, and I like Sam Peckinpah. It is a better experience than Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia.
Right.
Which is a great title, but not a movie I enjoy. I prefer the short film Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown.
For those who don't know, Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown was an independent, basically a troll movie from the 60s or the 70s.
I don't know. I think the 80s.
Okay, the 80s. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie Brown and his compatriots swear and try to kill one another.
Yeah.
Life is fun. So, speaking of murder,
and Jim Reardon, I think, was the animator for that, who went on to have a successful career. Wrote Wall-E. Same writer of Wall-E wrote Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown. Yeah.
Well, now when we do Mecha Month, is it a long, short movie, and is it at least worth showing on streaming?
It's like 5 minutes.
Okay, then we can save that for an intermission. So.
Yeah, and it's just vivid depictions of blood gushing from Lucy's head. It's amazing. Yeah, but speaking of lost, weird, perverted animated things, Uncle Walt finally got leaked. Are you aware of this?
No, please tell us.
Well, it's one of those things that was built up in legend.
No. Before you say that, when you say Uncle Walt finally leaked, does that mean that
took a leak out in the yard? And
I was going to make a more weirder joke. The container holding his head finally broke.
Yes.
Okay, but no, go on.
No, so an Uncle Walt, this dates back to when Walt Disney was still alive, I believe. And it had been built up in legend throughout the century, is that an animator at Disney who was sort of low on the totem pole animated this thing to show at a birthday party or some kind of celebration for the Disney company there, of which Walt attended, I believe. And it was very offensive. People didn't like it. It depicted like Minnie Mouse being chased and sexually assaulted by natives. It was very... what would the term be? Sick, twisted.
I was gonna say not kosher,
limit
but
pushing,
sure. Yeah.
envelope pushing,
transgressive,
and it was rumored. It was just very avant-garde, okay? And there was a lot of stuff in there about the odd racist path of the Disney Corporation, all supposedly put into the short film. And it was built up in legend for years, for a century nearly. It was shown only once since it was made at some public exhibition in Los Angeles, and then hidden away and, kept by either the creator or someone who bought it for all this time. It was unceremoniously leaked on YouTube authentically, and it's an authentic thing, like last week. And it is so much less impressive when you see it with your own eyes. It is horrendously animated. It's not nearly as awesome and bad as you would imagine, because I would picture something like the Fritz the Cat's guy. What's his name?
Ralph Bakshi.
Ralph Bakshi?
Yeah.
I was hoping for something like that with the Disney characters, but no, it was kind of a lame fart, And that's why you shouldn't build things up in your mind when it's lost media. Sometimes just let it be lost.
I think the best lost media that you discover is the lost media that just comes out of nowhere, like the Final Wars deleted scenes. I had no idea the New York hobo survived his encounter with Rodan.
Long live Exilia.
Yeah.
I got my studies and I'm on my way.
I know.
Sometimes, or your lost media with Penn Jillette screaming at rabbits is also, of course, much needed in the world, isn't it?
Is the batteries in there tell her, oh my God, there's a rabbit attacking the city. Ah.
Yeah.
I liked it. It screwed me up.
Yeah, I
as a
don't know.
kid.
There's not much lost media that I really care about anymore, though, because I've learned not to build my hopes up. Shrek, we mentioned him briefly earlier. He had that lost media where, well, it's all of Chris Farley's lines, even though there is a scene out there, are still lost. But there was an animated like test thing for ages, of just like Shrek dancing through the village. It was an early CGI test, and then some guy drops down and he like shoots him, throws him up in the air or something. That was lost forever, and everybody made a big deal about it, and then it finally came out, and it's just such a nothing, you know. This is what we were all crusading to find. I mean, I have hopes about seeing some things that are still lost or rumored lost. We're never going to get the spider pit sequence. Everybody just give up on that.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever filmed, especially with all the recent research behind it. So
who knows? But I just think it's best not to get your hopes up about stuff. I showed you like 3 more seconds of that Godzilla Gamera live show that you had never seen before, of him like tossing Gorosaurus on the ground, and you were going, "Wow, let me rewind that." So I guess it still makes some people happy, and that's fine. But
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's Well, first off, Godzilla is like my cocaine. So
he's like Michael Caine?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you don't kill the Vegeta with the feet. You got to go at the neck. You don't blow up the bloody planet X.
Yeah, only supposed to blow up the bloody what's the building he blew up and destroy all monsters? The United Nations building.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Something Trump is currently trying to do.
Yep.
Oh no! Trump has appeared. He's 200 feet tall, and he's going to bed. He's very tired.
Oh no! It's Tariff the Terrible. Anyhow, lost media that you still hope to see one day.
All the Doctor Who episodes are being held hostage by insane collectors. That's the only one I can really say. By the way, Wyn, do you know about this weird situation with the Doctor Who lost episodes?
No.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Yes. So, for the longest time, basically like over 200 episodes of Doctor Who from its very early seasons with the first Doctor and the second Doctor, William Hartnell and Patrick Thornton, respectively, back in the 1960s when the show was done in black and white, they were junked by the BBC, aka basically recorded over, and lost the time. But some episodes survived either through private collectors who were able to get their hands on some filmed copies or videotape versions that were aired in foreign countries that the BBC licensed out. And while a lot of episodes have been restored, either because they were discovered or a testament to old school Doctor Who fans being really awesome people, a lot of kids throughout the 60s would actually record audio tape of the Doctor Who episodes. So there really is no, like, they're lost visually, but audio-wise they exist, and they even took some of those audios and have made animated recreations for recent release. But their episodes are still missing. Unfortunately, now that Doctor Who's gotten popular since its revival back in 2005, there's these horror stories about private collectors who are either super fans or just super rich people who like to own rare items, who have a lot of these missing episodes of Doctor Who, but refuse to give them away for various reasons. One fan doesn't want to share the collection because he really did not like the idea that a Doctor Who was a woman and refused, to have her on, refused to share it whatsoever. One episode that introduced the introduction of a very popular character in the 70s that was thought was lost ended up getting stolen from the BBC when it was returned to the BBC. And I know that there's, like, the people in charge of restoring old school Doctor Who, they're desperately trying to just placate these weirdos who just want to kind of hoard these episodes. Now, there's a lot of lost media I would personally love to see. But no, as far as these kind of episodes of Doctor Who being held hostage by, like, rich collectors and just weirdos in general, yeah, I hope they see the light of day one way or another. But yeah, it's a weird situation. So,
well, you got your Wicked Witch Sesame Street episode.
Oh, so, yeah. Thank goodness that wasn't as like you said, all that hype saying that was like the scariest episode of Sesame Street, and it turns out, yeah, she's just a sweet old lady with green skin who just annoys people.
What was everybody expecting, though, was my question of how scary she was going to be. I get that she's terrifying in The Wizard of Oz, but you really think she was going to be ripping the stuffing out of puppets during the episode? What were you hoping for?
Yeah, no, it's well, first off, it's just cool to see the Wicked Witch in any bizarre guest appearance, especially when like Margaret Hamilton was like,
and it canonically being the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, exactly, and just Margaret Hamilton just kind of camping up and having fun with the character, like how she appeared in the Paul Wynn Halloween special. I have not seen it, but I've seen the clip where. Yeah,
of her and Witchy Poo, who are relatives.
And she worked that courage to kind of play her again, because I'm not going to lie, to my understanding, she got hit pretty bad when the pyrotechnics went wrong during filming. That could spook anybody.
Oh, yeah.
It blew her testicles off.
Why, Brayton?
God damn it, Brayton.
I'm sorry. I couldn't even get it out.
Why? No, Brayton, put him back in.
Okay.
So, hey, Random G fan, 1942 has joined us. He says, no more ball jokes. No, he says, some scenes and clips from The Cat Creeps 1930 was recently found and are planned to be put together. And then he says, I'm still waiting for the Expo 70 Godzilla versus Gamera versus Godzilla and the John Belushi hosting a Godzilla marathon on NBC.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to see, like a lot of silent films. Obviously, would love to see London After Midnight, even though that probably sucks. Would love to see that.
Yeah,
I'd love to see the last 45 minutes of Magnificent Ambersons, even though I don't really like that movie, but just for historical sake. But I'm not holding my breath about anything or getting down in the dumps about it like I was at a certain time. It's like, why can't I find this? and because back then when I was looking for Lost Media, it was purely for me. It's like, I want to see this. Now I'm more about, I'd love for it to get released for the historical value, even though I may not love it. I've come to that realization with a lot of Lost things. It's like, sometimes they're left better to your imagination, and whatever your imagination will create for you is going to be far more impressive, and it adds a level of mystery that is fun to engage with in art, especially when it's older art. So looking at stills and stuff from movies that are lost but look really cool in frozen picture form. I don't know. As the commenter said, the Expo 70 stuff that's out there that you had only seen recently, who knows? Because if that's out there, I'm sure there is more that was shot that is out there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised there wasn't like more Japanese families that had like, cameras and camcorders taking pictures of this event. So, and the Japanese are really bad when it comes to archiving crossovers too. So, that reminds me. Maybe. Oh God, I hope I still. No, I don't have them on tap. Okay, yeah, I meant to share this with Wyn. There was a Japanese live event in like the late 90s where they had a bunch of like full body, like Disney style body costumes of various anime characters that you could go and visit. And I think it was like Sailor Moon, Galaxy Express 999, Doraemon, the big blue cat, and several other characters that were popular then. I think Yu Yu Haseko was there too. But yeah, it's
so Yusuke Urameshi?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I saw these wonderful photos. They even had like a full recreation prop of the Galaxy, not the whole train, but just the front of the Galaxy Express 999 train. But yeah, no, I meant to save these pictures from Twitter and like share them with you, because even though Twitter currently is like going to hell and it's just a shitty service, I still check it out I still check it out daily, because there's a lot of Japanese people who use Twitter, and they share like some of the most obscure and interesting kaiju and anime related images I've ever seen. So yeah, there you go. So, but yeah, that's something that I don't think anyone saved any footage from. So,
Enshohma, there's a lot of Japanese on Twitter.
You can put that on a t-shirt. Too esoteric, obscure you.
Eskimo-teric. Hey, why wouldn't they? You mentioned that thing about what you'd think that there were Japanese families with camcorders and things. They were supposedly so advanced. Why wouldn't they have that stuff there?
I don't. Yeah, at least like Super 8 cameras or like no, those at the very least like just photographs or something. We could be like.
Well, there are those few.
Yeah.
There's very few blurry photographs from 5 miles away.
Yeah, and well, it's like I know Expo 70 was a big deal in Japan back at the time, and I guess nobody just took the time to really take pictures of all these different events and exhibits. So, it's like how Disney has had a lot of like really interesting attractions and theme shows at their parks, but a lot of them have not been properly saved or recorded, just because I guess nobody really cares. But yeah, no, you think the idea of Gamera and Godzilla, like, fighting every night with their monster buddies would be a bigger deal.
Did you know that there was a city, Brookings, Oregon, was bombed by the Japanese in World War II? That was the only city bombed in America by the Japanese.
Well, as long as they're not using it as an excuse to make fun of Iji Tobiraya. But no, I was not aware.
No,
of
I'm
it.
actually recounting history, which I know you're not a big fan of when it comes to the war, but it's true.
I don't mind history. Damn it.
You just don't like it when it messes with your rubber lizards. Well, anyway, no, I think it was bombed by a solo piloted plane. And
okay, that makes sense.
It was this small town of Bly, Oregon. Mm-hmm. And then I guess like a few months after that, there were balloon bombs that were dropped or something. But that's the only city in America, civilian city, to have been bombed by the Japanese.
Everybody made it out okay, right?
I think there were a few casualties.
Okay.
Like I think there were like 6 people who died.
Okay, so like this is Night Owling, where we talk about war atrocity.
Learn something once in a while.
Yeah. No, I don't mind history. It's like there's these 2 really cool documentaries, Weird Weapons, that I would love to air somewhere on my streaming channel or something. So,
all right, I'm not going to get a 5-paragraph Facebook message about balloon bombs later, am I?
No, don't worry about it. No, it's just, I always thought it's a neat documentary talking about all the strange weapons that both the Axis and the Allies tried to make during World War II, but a lot of them ended up not getting
like
made.
Gomorrah.
Yes. Why
and Dino Tank, like those kind of weapons that the Japanese enemies and Houston Axis power would make.
Why would McCarthy put a tank and a dinosaur together? Because I can.
What was your big rallying thing against McCarthy the other day? You brought
I got mistaken. That was Joseph McCarthy of the McCarthy hearings. He famously printed a poster basically saying you can't trust artists because they mingle with all different groups. So yeah, F you, McCarthy. And plus,
But wait a minute, wait, I was gonna say though, that was, he put it on a poster, not the fact that he actively destroyed people's lives with McCarthy
he always
hearings.
Sucked. I always hated him as a kid. Yeah. No, it was nice to discover that McCarthy, he got run out of town towards the end of his career, and he basically died alone in his crappy secondary mention. So McCarthy sucks. Yeah. But I thought it was the general. God, I'm getting the mistake. Who's the general who's in charge of Japan surrendering?
The American general?
Yeah, McCarthy. Because there's Joseph McCarthy, a part of the Red Scare witch hunts of the 1950s.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, I know that guy is problematic because he really hated hobos, but that's a whole story.
Oh, MacArthur,
General
MacArthur, Douglas MacArthur. Yeah.
Despite his war record, no, he used to be a thug for the White House security during the Great Hobo Rebellions, when a lot of Americans want. Yeah, it's a long story. I'm not going to bore you with it. So.
Yeah, you're about to experience the Great Homo Rebellion by Britt and Connor here in a minute. All right.
Why?
I just like being anti-establishment.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, no, I'm not saying what he did to those like starving Americans was right. It just kind of shows how he got his job. So.
Hobos with shotguns.
Hobos. That's what I meant. Yeah. This is getting weird. Hey, Wyn. This is getting weird. Hey, Brayton.
Blah.
Ah, damn it. Hey, Joseph MacArthur. Yeah. Darn it.
Douglas MacArthur.
Huh?
Douglas MacArthur.
Douglas MacArthur was the general who after World War One, he actually helped, beat up a bunch of homeless people. And
Joseph McCarthy was the blacklist guy.
Yeah, the blacklist jerk. So
Paul McCartney is dead.
Mm-hmm. Ironically, he still beat up hobos, and he had a list.
I'll go out to the hobo jungle, start a couple fires around there.
Mm-hmm. He was the original bum fighter. I'm the bum fighter. Boy. That's who I am.
The Bum Fighter was one of the great rallying songs of the Great Homo Rebellion. It turns out. I know these things. I was there.
Welcome to Night Owling, folks.
Yeah.
This is Getting 100% Weird, says Goji Shay. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, Wyn. I had a lot of fun watching that Sailor Moon movie, the one where Luna the cat falls in love with the NASA scientist.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, I figured the Viz dub would be the best approach because I know not many people would probably be keen on reading subtitles at night, and it's a little bit better than the Deke dub. Though the Deke dub for that movie was not bad, it's just more accuracy in the Viz dub because it follows the original Japanese dialogue and some of the dialogue from the manga special.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah, the Viz dub was actually really good. It was like a more cleaned up, more sophisticated version of the television dub from Deke. Like, what is it? They still made Usagi, aka Sailor Moon herself, kind of goofy, but at least it wasn't as jarring as what the Deke.
It sure made me soggy.
Well, you got to keep in mind this is a just turned 15-year-old junior high student. So she's going to kind of have those flaws that teenagers have.
Mm-hmm.
She's a klutz, she's a ditz, she's a crybaby, but at the same time, she'll have your back when bad shit goes down.
Yeah, exactly. So
and also will nuke you into orbit.
Yeah, but no, I had a lot of fun.
I apologize for the soggy remark.
Oh no, there's nothing. Yeah, it's okay. We're past the point of no return.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like we've already revealed I'm secretly a dog inside a man's suit.
Past the point of no return. Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing Babes in Toyland.
No, Phantom of the Opera.
I was gonna say that's Phantom of the Opera.
Oh,
come on, really?
I am so lame when it comes to knowing.
Where were you in the Great Homo Rebellion?
So we're definitely gonna have to show some musicals to Raph sometime on one of the movie nights.
Yeah. Raph hates musicals.
No, I like musicals. That's something I keep trying to convince everybody. Even my family thinks so. It's like, why is Music Man in your collection? Because I like the Music Man. So I like the guy. I don't like the movie. That Harold Hill loves to screw over the poor.
Wait for me.
Right.
Take me with you.
Oh my goodness. No, that would be because
76 fluffies on jumping on my bed.
Yeah, so
you should sport that outfit. You could be a band leader.
No, go on.
There's a lot of really good musicals we can show you. We could show you the 2004 Phantom of the Opera, where I learned, oh shit, Gerard Butler can sing.
Oh, you actually like that one? I've heard only bad things about it.
It's not bad. The original musical on Broadway is better, but you know what? High school graduate me enjoyed the shit out of the Gerard Butler film.
Okay.
And there's also one I still need to see that I wouldn't mind watching it with fresh eyes with you together is The Greatest Showman with
Hugh
Jackman. Yeah, Hugh Jackman playing P.T. Barnum. And speaking of Hugh Jackman, another good one, Les Miserables.
Okay. And I also kind of want to see Chicago. I've heard a lot of good things about that one.
You've been there.
It is pretty good. It is pretty good. So, it's been a hot minute, but it's pretty good. Moulin Rouge. Oh, that absolutely slaps.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
That and it could be my bias showing because of my teenage crush on Ewan McGregor.
And
Who doesn't?
yeah, look, I'm straight, and I think Ewan McGregor is the bomb.
You and McGregor, more like you in me, McGregor. Come on, man.
Oh my!
Well, I always said.
We
Where's
are
the rim
spicy
shot
tonight.
machine?
Use
You
the
need
Ford.
you need to get that fixed.
Yeah, it is broken. Oh, here it is. Hold on. There we go. Rim shot is
Blade.
back on the table, boys.
I'm a big
Okay.
fan of Phantom of the Soap Opera, which one would lead you to believe that would be Eric the Phantom menacing, Days of Our Lives or something. But really, it's just me singing in the bathtub with a mask on. Soap Sud's all about.
Yeah. So I know, I think I have it somewhere in storage, but I know Brayton sent me like a really good filmed version of the Broadway musical Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, a handy cam recorded by someone in the audience of the original Sarah Brightman, Michael Crawford performance of
And
Phantom.
then the dinosaur spit on the map.
Come to me, my angel of plesiosaur.
That was on
Holy
Plesiosaurus.
fucking shit! It's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Oh my, Jurassic Park the musical. We got to do that as a sketch.
Jurassic Park, it's frightening in the dark.
And somebody left a cake out in the ring.
Aw, I was gonna eat that cake.
Oh. That's a whole lot of cake. That's a big pile of cake.
You still have not seen Beetlejuice, Raph, and that song is like a 15-minute set piece at the end of Beetlejuice. They sing MacArthur Park.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Speaking of, the Beetlejuice musical would be fun to view sometime if we could find a copy, because Alex Brightman is just mwah.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. I think I really would like to see the Beetlejuice musical, especially since Alex Brightman during his work on Has Been a Hotel and
Hell of a Boss.
Yeah. So I didn't know he did the voice of Serpentious. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, he was Serpentious and he was Fizzaroli.
And Adam from the First Man, aka Jerkweed with Wings.
Yeah, that one surprised me. I didn't realize that was him until I kind of listened a bit better. I was like, this sounds familiar. Oh, holy shit. This man has range.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think they went a little too far though when Adam has his mask destroyed? It's just basically oh darn it, Brightman. They did an animated evil version of Brightman underneath the mask. Alex?
He did get the shit kicked out of him by Lucifer himself, and Nifty is a very lovable but very scary little stab happy gremlin.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta be good stabby.
Okay, if you see an angel, stab it. Stab. No, not that angel. Yeah, so Brayton has yet to see Has Been Hotel.
Raph, are you still? I have seen Has Been Hotel.
Oh.
Raph, are you interested in seeing Creature from the Black Lagoon, the musical still? Because we've had that discussion before.
I know that's probably everywhere on
I'm
YouTube.
in the Black Lagoon, baby!
Sure, I think that would be a funny little, add that with like one of the Creature from the Black Lagoon
Creature
movies.
from the Black Lagoon, the musical. They Shoot Horses, Don't They? The musical.
No, wait, they made a musical
Sophie's
based on that
Choice,
movie?
live on Broadway.
Evil Dead, the musical.
I was about to bring up Evil Dead. I still need to see that one. I actually hear it's really, really good.
Yeah. God, there's so many.
Schindler's List 2, Longer List, the musical.
Okay, now you're just being stupid.
Well,
now you lie.
giving you gold ideas here.
Yeah. Gold ideas, more like gold. Hey, let's see what's in the chat area. Random G fan says hoot hoot. All right, hoot hoot, back to you.
Johnny Got His Gun, the musical.
Yeah. Then
Oh my
Santa's got a gun. Santa's got a gun. Don't shoot me, Santa. I've been a good little boy.
Ref, did you hear, since you were talking about it recently, did you hear the Killers version of Lawyers, Guns, and Money?
No.
They performed it live recently, I guess.
Oh man, that I'm still gonna do Dirty McCruption sing that song.
Yeah. An innocent bystander. And I want you to do it is the problem.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
I
to
am
sing.
gonna do it. But although, like Lewis says, he's still shocked that's you doing a voice of me when you were singing, like, I love
Seas for corruption.
Yeah.
It's you're not exactly impenetrable to do an impression of, I have to say.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You're a character.
That's what my parents say. That's why they're threatening to kick me out. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty much stuck here. Or am I? You decide, America. Quite fond of Heather's the musical, says Izod Draws.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one I heard's good. I also heard the Legally Blonde one is really good.
Yeah. It's funny. I know the Heather's musical exists, but I've never seen it. Though I do love that song. It's like Welcome to the Candy Store. What is it called?
which is what you say every time you get a new. I can't finish it.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh God,
Every time you're at the dry cleaners nude with a cape behind the counter.
God, we are so going to hell.
Welcome to the candy shop. Come on, I'll lick my lollipop. Enshohma 2020.
God, this episode could be wow. Welcome to 2026. Nothing's changed. Okay. Goji Shea says, I would not be surprised if there's a musical version of John Carpenter's The Thing. Okay. I know there's a musical version of Reanimator that was actually directed and written by Stuart Gordon himself in the early 2000s. With stage magic.
What about Eraserhead the musical?
Well, in heaven, everything is fine.
There could be more songs.
Yeah.
You could always use more.
I'm the man in the moon. I look at everyone, and I'm really angry because I'm scarred. Ooh.
Yeah.
He did live in the moon, right? Or was he just a gigantic scarred dude?
Huh?
Random G fan says, love your ogre characters. Make me wish we got more new original Gargantuas if more grew across Japan. You could have like a mole-like burrowing one and other variations. Okay, I'm going to take a quick cough. Hold on. I'm sorry about that.
You could have a mime one, a Latino, a one with 3 arms, the rendering plant Gargantua. An Aunt Gantua who comes over on holidays. Unwarranted kisses.
The can't Gargantua. He just can't Gantua. I don't know how to say that.
The Gargantua, who exists, of course, in the Cars universe.
That is a weird car.
The Gargantubaca, which is owned by the Disney Corporation. Okay.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do
No Wookiee sounds.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so for the next 2 minutes, me, Wyn, and Brayton are going to reenact the opening of the Star Wars Holiday Special. 1, 2, 3, go!
I want my porn!
That man is insane.
That old man's mad. My bones ache.
You said it, Chewie.
You're one of the good ones.
Not like the other weirdo aliens I have to hang out with. Or this fancy robot.
And they called it Wookiee love.
Mm-hmm. I hate to ask you this, Wyn. Have you seen the Star Wars Holiday Special?
I've debated, but I decided I like my sanity a bit too much. I have bad movie guilty pleasures, but I heard that it's so bad it can't even be considered a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's a challenge. I'll say that at the very least, and it's a lot better to watch the Star Wars Holiday Special with friends than to try to do it by yourself. Because if you do it by yourself, you're like the first 15 minutes. Why am I here?
Yeah, at least if I watch it with you guys, if it becomes something we do the next coming holiday season, we can at least riff it Mystery Science Theater style.
Yeah. So I know we watched it with another group of friends a while ago, but yeah, that sounds like a nightmarish fun job to do again. Nightmarish fun job.
Right here at Raph's Candy Store.
Oh my god.
I'll give you a never-ending gobstopper.
Why would you do this to me, Brayton?
I don't know. What's a slug worth? You tell me.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
For the love of God, at least tell me the creamy center's actually nougat.
Come on. Hold on. There we go. I hate you guys, by the way.
The reviews are in.
Love you too.
There's no telling which way it's going, but there shows no signs of slowing. Are the hounds of hell knowing? Yes!
Besides, you can't stay mad too long. Your mom loves me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So much. By the way, I owe you an apology. Next time we do a podcast with Boo, I'm actually going to ask you some questions about the character. It's like, because it was just me talking a mile a minute about all these characters, and Mom really did not like Miss Beach Balls. It's like, oh, Raph, why would you do that? Well, she's wholesome.
You have come a long way with redesigning a lot of your characters to kind of look, well, less goonery.
Yeah, thank you. It's not easy. I'm a terrible person. Apparently, I own a candy store inside a dry cleaner. Why, Brayton? Why would you do that?
It wasn't me.
It was the other Brayton. Hold on, let me save this picture. I'm not almost done, but yeah, I think the big bloated Ogre Bro of the seas is going to be a lot easier to do than his mountain contemporary. So,
Big bloated Ogre Bro is what I call all of Joe Rogan's friends. All of his guests.
This is why they take your cell phones at the comedy club. They don't want you taking pictures of them because they look like just.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with the octopus back there. Maybe give him big googly eyes. There you go. That'll just be.
Are you gonna keep the octopus in?
Of course, I can. He's integrated into the picture. So.
You could turn him into a spider.
No. I'll just give him giant googly eyes there. Boom, done. So. What would Raph's equivalent of Oompa Loompas be? Just all of his cats? Yes, Goji Shay, of course.
No, I picture Raph's death being similar to the penguin's death in Batman Returns, where all of your cats give you a burial at sea.
Right. How come you've been really obsessed with me dying recently?
It's hilarious. You do it better than anyone, and every time you're ever on camera, you meet a grisly end.
Oh yeah, that's because I don't know. I don't feel confident living.
Oh yeah, Raph survived, by the way, his attack by all of the cats that I.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did a Columbo stream, and yeah, the big joke was that Brayton somehow trained my cats to kill me. So.
Yes, at the attack word being giant pulp.
Mm-hmm. The actual name of the giant squid from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, giant pulp.
Fucking ridiculous. It's just a squid.
Hey, yeah, that's a more elegant way to describe.
Oh my god! Look, the giant pulp is attacking a nautilus. Oh god!
Crap! What are we gonna do, Captain Nemo? Make out with a seal?
Someone hide me! Hide me in the brig!
I'm the other guy. I'm British.
Yeah.
Oh. And now
Stay right there. The giant pulp has a hold of you.
Why the hell is it not a giant orange if it's called the giant pulp? I'm Michael Douglas.
I want to pet his head.
I'm the other guy.
Giant pulp.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what Jules Verne called him.
I assumed the giant pulp was fiction all this time.
Does that deserve a rim shot machine?
Giant pulp and Odaku are just talking about going into a Burger King in France.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there. That's a Pulp Fiction. Oh, Pulp Fiction. That's so
Giant Pulp Fiction.
Hold on, it's so stupid. It deserves one. Hold on. There we go.
Come on, you could do an awesome drawing of that. Giant Pulp Fiction with the giant pulp and Odaku.
Odaku, aka the giant octopus from every Godzilla movie ever. Because
like your audience doesn't know.
I know, but there might be like some really confused grandmother who comes onto this channel. It's like,
who you're trying to hook up with.
Brayton, you and your old woman get fantasies.
No, I've had a few, but like fantasies where I'm
Callahan?
fantasies where I'm just like hanging out with old women that I like.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see him exchanging. I could see him exchanging some witty banter with Phyllis Diller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phyllis Diller, Glenn Close. I'd love to meet.
Right. So now, of all these old dames you would hang out with, and I mean dames in the royal sense, which one do you think you could rob a bank with?
Elderly Betty Davis. When she had her stroke and she was kind of slowing down. Okay, everybody, put the money in the bank.
Oh,
I think we can. Ravi, that is a spot on elderly Betty Davis impression. I think we would rock it. I think we could do it.
Mm-hmm. So you'll have to be the getaway driver on a.
I know I would die in the park. Is how that would go, and then Betty Davis would die in Las Vegas, and then they would arrest. I don't know.
The British guy from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. He's the last one surviving.
Yes.
I'm the other one. Good day, gentlemen. Wait, he was French, wasn't he? I haven't seen that movie in ages.
It's been a while for me, too.
Mm-hmm. Apparently we have somebody called Go Sui Ping. He says hello. Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Ni hao.
Yes. And, okay, we already did answer the Oompa Loompa thing. I could see Brayton, says Shay, forming a fun bank robbing duo with Mary Tyler Moore. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore, Cloris Leachman, and Carol Burnett and I rob a bank.
Right. So who wears the leather?
Cloris Leachman.
Oh, of course.
I think that's a given.
Nobody gets a fruit cup.
Listen, I want all the money in the bank. She can put an eye out with those things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Wyn, have you seen any? Speaking of which, Wyn, have you seen any of the Alfred Hitchcock movies?
A long
that have come
time
out
ago,
lately.
I've seen the original Psycho. I've heard Rear Window and Vertigo weren't too bad. I was a little leery of walking around LA with all the pigeons because of the birds.
Right.
I was, in my defense, 13 and dumb. Though the pattern I have recognized is that they all seem to have one thing in common, and it seems like old Hitchcock seems to have a hate boner for blondes.
Yeah.
Because almost every woman in his film who dies is a blonde.
It's because they're icy and they're mysterious and they're good for me to sit on. Tippy!
Alfred, no. So
no, that was his reasoning. He liked blondes. Is that he thought they were more mysterious.
Oh,
he had a fetish.
Everyone does, unfortunately. So, not that I'd know.
All the blondes that are in the Hitchcock movie, I will say, are beautiful.
Yeah.
I love Ava Marie Saint, who is still with us, who was the lead gal / super spy in North by Northwest.
Oh,
she's the hottest to me.
That was the movie I wanted to bring up. Yeah, you've never seen North by Northwest, have you, Wyn?
No, but I wouldn't mind a screening. I'm always down for looking at movies I newly hear of, even if they're older movies.
Yeah. Oh God.
Old, new. I'm down to kind of expand my movie knowledge.
Oh yeah, because I love North by Northwest. I kind of rediscovered that movie 2 years ago, maybe even a little. Yeah, no, it's really cool. I think somebody said it best. It's like if a James Bond movie was told from the point of view of the girl love interest, and the girl love interest was played by Cary Grant.
That's not fair. You
I
bring
know.
that up every time. I said it best in that it's a Cary Grant screwball comedy or a James Bond film where James Bond wants absolutely nothing to do with the quest that he's on. That's what it is. Because he's constantly trying to get out of everything.
Oh yeah, exactly. And they're constantly trying. They keep pulling him back in and trying to blackmail him. But no, that's a really good one. Win. So that's definitely 1% weird material. So
it's my favorite movie. Well, it's tied for 3 because I have 3. But
okay.
it's up there.
What are the other ones you like? Megamind and Gamera the Brave.
You got it. Yep. And you know those poor guys are still waiting at that cafe for him to come back to the table. They're still waiting there. And one of those guys was the Neanderthal man.
Oh yeah, those weird scientist who turns into the Neanderthal man.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the 3 guys who Cary Grant meets at that restaurant that he then gets abducted from. But he's the older guy who's there who is like cupping his ear the whole time because he can't hear what the other guys are saying.
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie does have a lot of like smaller character actors. It's like, what is it? Tarantula's daddy is in that movie as an FBI agent.
No midgets though. Which is
yeah,
smaller character actors, naturally.
Cary Grant was a big man. So, okay, hold on.
He was in my eyes.
Yeah, I kind of screwed up on that.
Another secret fruit, Cary Grant.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that.
Bisexual. He swung both ways, but he sued what's his face? He sued Chevy Chase when Chevy Chase made a gay joke about him on TV.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Chevy Chase sucks.
And it wasn't even a joke. Like, I'm not going to repeat it on your stream, but he just made like a comment about Cary Grant about how he respected him. And I also heard that he was a blank. So it was like not even a joke, not even like an innuendo type of thing.
That's a faux pas. That is a big fat faux pas.
Yeah, that just sounds like just slander for the sake of slander. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's Chevy Chase doing right now? Let's check on him. Activate the secret camera.
He's taking over for you at the dry cleaner.
That's okay, as long as he's doing a horrible thing. So, but no, seriously, that's a terrible joke. Why would you do that to me, Britton?
North by Northwest, though, we were talking about, James Mason, though, earlier with our impressions. He and Martin Landau, definite gay couple in that, or rather, my interpretation is that
it that way, don't they?
No, my interpretation is that James Mason as Van Damme is straight, but Martin Landau is jealous and wants to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not happening as Leonard. Yeah.
That's a good, strong villain name. But yeah, no, North by Northwest win. We're definitely gonna be doing that sometime next month. So if not sooner.
North by Northwest, which much better title than its original title, which was in a northwesternly direction.
That's a terrible title.
It's a horrendous title. Yeah.
We shall call the movie Open Box on the Side.
We would call it Enema Bag Johnson. Jones. Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh dear Lord.
The movie shall be called The Avian Creatures Who Cause Trouble on a Nice Little Town by the Sea. I know it's a long title, but it's scientifically accurate.
And you need to go back and watch when you're more awake, Raph. You need to go back and watch Strangers on a Train.
Did I fall asleep during that one?
Yeah, you weren't loving it. You were yawning all the way through it. You need to go back and watch it. It is great.
Yeah, Strangers on a Train. Oh my God, yeah, so many things to do for 1% weird. Like, Wyn, there was one idea I had for you since you wanted to see one of the Invisible Man movies. I was thinking of doing a night called Vincent Price Superhero, ?
Oh, you mean you weren't doing the Chevy Chase Invisible Man movie?
That's not a bad movie, but that can be saved for a John Carpenter night. John Carpenter needs money.
Jesus was a carpenter.
Yeah, it's his birthday this month, by the way. It's like we had a screening of Christine at the Egyptian Theater. No, not the Egyptian Theater. The Gardena Cinema last Saturday. Holy crap, over 150 people showed up.
That's great.
Yeah,
a person for every year that he's going to turn this year.
Yeah, exactly.
150
But
years old.
Yeah, people really, really like Christine. So. The car.
Yeah.
And the movie.
Christina rules.
Yes. So even my mom likes Christine.
She's a mean machine.
Yeah, exactly.
And another tie to North by Northwest with Christine is that a scene that Hitchcock wanted to put into North by Northwest, though obviously this is very early in this. That script, by the way, was being written on the fly. This was not an ornately planned out script, but he wanted to have a scene where two people were having a conversation at an engineering place where a car was being manufactured in the background, and you would see them as they have their conversation, and you would see the car being assembled from beginning to end until it hits the assembly line. And then they would go out to the floor, open the trunk, and find a dead body in the trunk of this car that was just assembled before our eyes.
Oh, wow.
They didn't do that. They couldn't work into North by Northwest with how the plot turns out. But John Carpenter plays tribute to that in the opening of Christine, where a person gets inside of Christine on the assembly line and falls out dead at the end of the title.
All because he had to take a cigarette inside the car.
Don't do it.
Yeah, cars will kill you. So that's the car universe.
Ka-chow!
They're all demonic evil cars that killed their masters.
Get her done is Mater's death call.
Yeah,
it means take him out. Fire the shot.
Oh my god! Yeah, it'd be like an episode of the outer. No, it'd be like an episode of the what's the other science fiction?
Love Boat.
Yes, it'll be like an episode of. No, it won't be like the Love Boat. No, it'll be like an episode of Star Trek where it's like they go to alien society and discover the mass graves underneath, and it's like, what is this? We had to kill the humans of our planet, for we are the cars. Beep beep.
My conspiracy is that Mater killed JFK, right? Putting that out there.
Brayton, please. Okay, before we get into what the hell you just said, because I am honestly interested in how that works. No, Wyn, I was going to say there was going to be 1% weird double feature called Vincent Price Superhero, ? Which was going to be a double feature of The Invisible Man Returns, where he plays the Invisible Man, and The Raven, which is sort of a fantasy comedy where he plays a wizard in it. So I don't know how you'd feel about doing that one.
I wouldn't mind. That sounds fun.
Yeah. So, and there's also a lot of like anime, TV shows, and movies I would like to revisit with you as well. Because, yeah, the Sailor Moon thing worked out pretty well. And I think maybe with Lewis we'll do a Dan night, because I don't think Brayton will really want to watch that show unless he joins us.
I will say this, bringing up a lot of references to musicals earlier and musical talent. One 100% weird movie we can do sometime if anyone's up to it and we can find a copy that's streamable. Rock and Rule.
Oh yeah, that would be an interesting one. Yeah. And even mix it, and yeah, even play that with the short film, the Daniel Webster inspired one that was a pilot for it. So, what am I doing wrong here? I'm screwing up on this. Yeah. Okay, Brayton, why did Mater kill JFK?
Well, I was going to put out the fact that I also have a conspiracy that Vincent Price killed Archduke Ferdinand, but we can talk about that for another day. But I don't know. I just think it kind of lines up. Know what I mean? Like Mater, we've established has secret agent connections with the opus that is Cars 2.
Oh
so,
yeah, that's right. So with
he could do it. Yeah. I think he had interests in Cuba, and Mater was there on the grassy knoll. He has a Texas accent. He's a local.
He has a pocket Bible.
Okay, let me put it to you. Who would have suspected it? The car did it. Okay, is that even better? The car that JFK was in did it. Now, how does that sit with you? The least likely
a very
suspect.
Good day for us, Nancy. Wait, what's that in the glove compartment? It's like a little arm.
Read the Warren Report. It's right there. He was in the car. He was alive when he got in. He was dead when he came out. Huh?
Like people? I said, yeah, he's waving, and suddenly like a little arm with a gun comes out of the glove compartment, and the car's like, this is for you.
Which explains why a bullet went through the guy in the front seat who was seated on that side through his arm. It explains your magic bullet theory. The car did it. No one has ever put that out there, because they don't want you to know these things. But I'm speaking truth to power tonight. The Great Homo Rebellion begins here. TYT Nation, sign up now. Okay.
Are we allies, Brayton?
I'm against the world. I don't have any friends.
Coming soon to Why I Hate the World.
My peoples.
Where's you at? I'm over here. There you go. End of episode. Good night, folks.
I'm breaking new ground. Episode title right there. The car did it. And just have an exploding JFK head next.
Oh my god. Where's the... Oh my god, that's terrible. Why would you know, rim shot machine?
Well, I heard one shot.
No, stop.
There's two. There's your, that counts for your second. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Now, you can't get off 2 rim shots with a bolt action rifle.
Has to be
Who
3.
are you telling me? All right.
Maybe a 4th one to take out the one witness in the bush. There we go. You killed the president with your car power, you dirty snake.
I got Q Jack Rubin. I can't do Larry the Cable Guy, but you can imagine. Hey, don't let that truck through here. We've got a police barricade. That I'm telling you, that pickup truck, he's a little shady looking.
I'm a patsy. Hey, Wyn, how you doing? Like you said, we're going to hell.
Do you think political assassinations happen? Because when you see the Pope car in one of the car movies, he has like that little protective box around him. So I'm assuming that political assassinations do happen in the Cars universe.
Yeah, no, the Cars universe makes no sense because I don't think Mr. Awkward Huggy Man thought it through. He just says, "Ooh, talking cars," and then that's it. But yeah, there are so many weird questions. You know, it's like they try, like you get brief glimpses on how messed up the world is with like the gigantic seas filled with oil cranes and whatnot in the second movie. But yeah, like it's like that really stupid question: did World War II happen in the Cars universe and whatnot? So.
Are there jihadists in the Cars universe?
Oh
and what
God.
model are they?
God, no.
Oh.
I'm asking the hard questions.
I know. So speaking of questions, I'm going to check the comment section. I could see Brayton. Oh, yeah, we were at that part. I researched Psycho earlier today. Ironically, said Goji Shay. I rewatched, not researched. And then Goji says, I think I remember one of Brayton's other favorite movies is The Apartment.
The Apartment, North by Northwest, and Jaws are my top 3 in no order.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are going to do North by Northwest next time. I think I was going to do the double. Yeah, let's do that next week. Hell yeah. Just let us know. But yeah, no, I was originally going to do Invasion of the Saucermen and Space Invaders. But yeah, that can wait a little longer. Well, oh yeah.
Did you listen to the Bob Burns, Tom Weaver commentary on the White Gorilla? Because it is a hour-long history lesson on gorilla suit acting.
No, I did not, but I know it's saved in my videos to watch for later. Yeah. So, and if White Gorilla, that's in public domain, we could play it right now. No, we won't.
No, Raph, you don't want to watch that movie.
Okay. Oh, is it one of those movies?
No, it's not one of those movies. It's just a really bad one because it was the Gamera super monster of its day.
Ugh.
Because there is
stop. Go on.
Crash Corrigan, who is the star of the movie and famous gorilla actor and also plays the White Gorilla. He's the star in the movie, and he's basically telling you about his adventure and the really long day he had in the jungle. And to illustrate that, they cut to footage of him like hiding in trees and observing footage, endless footage from silent serials that are all those, problematic jungle adventure serials of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And, when all these lions are breaking loose, of course, he's pretending like he's saying, I was there. And he's not helping because it's just an excuse to show 30 to 45 minutes of serial footage, pad it out, and then make your new movie, quote unquote, over the course of like 3 days. It's a cheap, awful mess. I watched it when I was a kid, and it scared me because, as we've gone over, you have your gray aliens, and I have men in unconvincing gorilla suits that I was so scared of.
And yet you fall in love with Captain Gorilla Hook. Irony.
Yeah, because that's stupid.
Well,
can't you learn to love Moo?
The little gray alien?
Yes, the stick it up your butt one.
No, I've come to like that sketch very much. I want to do it as a fan piece, and there will be a short video based on Moo coming this weekend. Right. But no, so I'm going to read this quick comment from Random G Fan. What other killer vehicle movies would count as a kaiju? Oh, well, the car from 1979. Even though when the car is basically normal size, when it dies and you get a brief look at its gigantic fiery demon form, it technically was housing a kaiju the whole time. There's an episode of Frankenstein Jr. with the monster car, which was created by the maniac mechanic. There are plenty of evil monster cars throughout Super Sentai, most notably a murderous possessed fire engine in the first episode of Turbo Ranger, as well as an episode of Car Ranger.
If you have an evil mechanic in your movie, just call him Mechaniac.
Yeah. God damn, where were you when they were writing Frankenstein Jr.? Oh, right.
A sperm cell,
yeah,
probably.
exactly. No, your dad was a sperm cell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was weird. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me make that less weird. There we go. What other kind of in the world of the Ultraman franchise, there's a couple of alien spaceships that count as their own kaiju, most notably Varsite, a massive albino spaceship that's actually a living creature from Ultraman Gaia. There is Iron Rocks and Bear Rocks from Ultra 7 and Ultraman 80 respectively, which are technically giant robots, but they're made from recycled parts of sunken battleships.
What about the giant organic ship things from 10 Cloverfield?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can count those too, although you can also count V'ger, but that's more of a satellite that's become a living creature from the Star Trek movie. But as far as the giant monster vehicles, there is Krabby Cabby.
Dino Tank.
Yeah, Dino Tank. Yeah, but that's a cyborg monster who just happens to have tank legs.
Why can't we remake the intro of Ironside with Dino Tank?
I have his toy. It would be easy to do. Yeah, all these dramatic. Okay, I'll take a bunch of dramatic photos of Dino Tank, and you do all the editing.
Yeah.
So, and we'll call it Dino Tank because it's like
Dinocide.
Yeah, Dinocide. Yeah. Yeah, there's Dino Tank, but as far as like giant monsters that are also vehicles, I know there's a couple of vehicles actually count as giant monsters because they're kind of
Why can't we just say all of them, because you can ride all of them?
Yeah, I was going to say the train in the Vari dimension, that was from Ultra Q's final episode, that was retroactively made into a living creature. It's not just a magic train.
Mecha King Ghidorah is a vehicle.
Yeah, because
Mecha Godzilla's a vehicle. Most of them are vehicles.
The Astro Megazord is a transforming spaceship. It's a lot cool, and you live inside of it too, and you travel to other planets. Not like the other Zords where it's like they're just toys.
I've ridden Pigmon, and I'm ready to say it. I'm brave enough now.
Right. So, what are you doing at Pigmon? Why did I play that? Translation: Get Brayton off my back. Go, Pigmon, go. So
Pigmon, ironically, is what Charlotte would have written if she was Jamaican. Some Pigmon.
Come on.
Oh, that was a whisper.
There we go.
There we go.
I really got to re-edit this and get rid of the big endless pauses. Oh, the big truck from Duel. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not a kaiju. Not a kaiju.
Yeah, it is piloted by a human being. Although
who you see in the bar.
Yes. Although there's a movie called, I think it's called Tread, which talks about that guy who went on a rampage in the village by basically building his own battle tank from construction equipment.
Yeah, Timothy Treadwell.
Yeah, Treadwell. Yeah, that
Oh wait, no. Is it Timothy Treadwell or
I think it's Timothy
no?
Treadwell.
Timothy Treadwell is the guy who got eaten by bears. That's the Grizzly Man.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Something Haymeyer, I think, is his last name.
Yeah, hold on, because that's a real world documentary. But
Yeah, and you want to talk about lost media again? His sort of manifesto speech that he recorded, which I think they play segments of in that documentary, was lost media forever. Where he talks for like 2 hours about why he's doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah, this town sucks and I hate people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the documentary Tread, it's not a giant monster movie, but the way, if you watch it, if giant monsters were real, this would be the documentary, because basically, yeah, the way they talk about, for crying out, there's a scene where the police officers literally say in the documentary, we thought it was a remote controlled robot, so we were looking for people surrounding the town that may be controlling it with a remote control.
And I have to say, the clips in that documentary make it look much more exciting, though, than it really was. Because if you watch the actual footage in real time,
yeah,
it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, maybe it was more impressive when you're actually down there. It's like the difference between seeing a bear on television and like meeting a bear in the woods.
Raph, I live in Iowa. We have tornadoes. Those are the closest thing to kaiju.
Yeah. Okay, you're good. So
let's bring you up here during tornado season.
No, you know what's going to happen to me.
They exist. They're real. I've experienced.
Right, and it's like, Raph. No. Brayton's going to do like, no, let me go, son. No, Brayton. Yeah. Oh my God, I love to do a version of Man of Steel where it's like you can still see the father flying in the background. It's like, you should have saved me, you little bit.
I'm gonna do a version of Manatee of Steel, where the dad still is Russell Crowe, but it's Russell Crowe from Unhinged or whatever that movie was.
But and his son Superman is still a manatee.
Yes.
Oh, the huge manatee.
Yeah. Oh, you remind me. Yeah, another vehicle that's also a kaiju is UF-0 from Ultraman Towards the Future, which is an alien spaceship that takes on the form of a flying scorpion. Oh, and from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Trakina's home base, the big old scorpion ship, that's technically a kaiju, even though it's also a spaceship vehicle. So, speaking of my question, what are your thoughts on the movie Unstoppable? Oh, with the kid. Okay, so apparently there's, Brayton, isn't there like two versions of Unstoppable? The big train movie? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought I got kicked off. That's why you're so quiet. Unstoppable with
what big train?
Yeah, Unstoppable with not George Washington. What's his name?
Can we pretend that you're talking about George Washington?
I'm here in the modern times. I have no idea what the hell's going on. You want me to stop a train? Oh, Denzel Washington. I'm sorry. Yeah, Denzel Washington. He's in a movie about a train that cannot be stopped. Meet the train that can't be stopped. Super train.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh wow! I thought there was. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Goji fan. You're not getting an answer. So, hold on. I'm going to take another cough. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Unstoppable, 2010, directed by Tony Scott. I've only ever seen the other Denzel Washington Tony Scott train movie, and that was his remake of Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, which I didn't like.
Oh, okay, that's where I got
a fraction as much as the first one. But yes, Unstoppable apparently is a 2010 thriller action film starring Denzel and Chris Pine, Rosario Dawson. Good cast, seems to be well liked, so I'll have to see that.
Yeah. So
because Denzel, I think, well, that's unfair though. It'll be like 2 minutes long because Denzel Washington could single-handedly take down a train.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
With the help of George Washington.
Sure.
Oh no, that would not end well. Never mind. I totally forgot what George Washington's deal was. Never mind.
I think that was a lot of president's deal.
Yeah,
actually. Up through the 20th century.
Oh no, it's still going on today.
Yeah.
How you holding up, Wyn? I know it's already like 11 o'clock on your end, almost midnight.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wyn's gonna...
Well, as we await, killer kaiju trains. Do you know any else? Anyone?
Oh
anything
yeah,
else?
there are the apocalyptic ghost trains from the Ghostbuster episode. Don't open till Doomsday, I think is the name of the episode. Those were freaky.
I thought that was a Twilight Zone episode.
No, no, that was an episode of The Outer Limits. But yeah, there's also Knock Knock is the episode of the real Ghostbusters.
You about to get shell shocked?
Yeah, and technically, according to mythology, ghost ships count because ghost ships, because they're made of wood and hard work and the sweat and blood of the workers, it gives the ship its own soul. So yeah, technically ghost ships of any type are kaiju.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, then the Overlook Hotel's a fucking kaiju.
Yes, it is. It's an evil house. The ghosts are just a feature.
Jesus.
Although more directly, the house from House is a monster because it's an evil... Yeah, House. It's not House Sue. It's House, okay? Don't be a hipster about it, kids. So, but no, real monster trains. Okay, there is, not Steampunk. What was his? Hold on, I'm going to check his name. I think he's actually a cool monster. Hold on.
Steampunk, that's his name.
You know, you might actually be right. Hold on. O-Ranger movie.
No Ranger movies. Bliss.
Oh, that's right. Power Rangers is dead. I know in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, all their giant robots were based on train, but Magi Ranger had a actual magical train inspired by the Hogwarts one. That's actually, I think, is actually a really cool Zord, and it kills its enemies by basically sucking and gobbling up inside its steam.
Welcome to my candy shop.
Welcome to my candy shop, yeah. Steampunks. Yeah, okay. Steampunks is a bizarre train monster with a giant eyeball that appears in the O-Ranger movie. And he's actually a combination of multiple other evil robots. The Locker Knight, Cat Single, Faucet Chunk, and the last one, Koba Chumpkin.
Did George Lucas write this?
No, but I'm reading it.
I think my new Jedi's name will be Faucet Chunk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and in Daitetsujin 1-7, really great series from the 1970s. I highly recommend it. Better known as Brain 17 here in America. There was a bullet train that transforms into a giant robot. So there you go.
I just remember the giant pile driving robot. The giant oscillating fan one too. That was good.
Awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the God, what was it called? The whirlwind robot? Yeah,
giant blah, blah, blah robot.
Can't touch that.
Of course, the golden serpent also is.
Gold nesting, also known as the golden dragon. You will ride the golden dragon. So, yeah. God damn it, I wish, guys, we got to watch Brain 17 again. Wyn, you've never seen Brain 17.
No, she's better off for it.
No, she would love it.
I have not seen it. Color me morbidly curious.
Oh, you will be morbidly amused. Oh no, I think it's like I'm trying to get them to play Brain 17 at the Gardena Cinema, and they're like,
why? No. You're gonna fucking kill that theater.
I'm gonna kill it on April 5th. We're doing a Mothra triple feature. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Yes, we're doing the original Mothra from 1960. We're doing Godzilla against Mechagodzilla from 2002, and we're finishing.
Mothra's not in that.
Yes, but it connects to the final movie, Godzilla Tokyo SOS. So because they're all usually connected together.
Also, if you hear a lot of beeping, I have this step counter act that just likes to randomly just yell at me even when I'm not using it. I try shutting it off in the background.
Robot assistant.
No, that's just my YouTube notifications. It's a Moogle from the Final Fantasy franchise, but it likes to be a bit more chatty now that I downloaded this step counting app because I've been using this year to get healthier.
Oh, good for you. So yeah, that's something I desperately need to do. Hence the reason why you've been hearing my death throes all night. Fluffy, get away from me. Nope, you're a goner. Big man. But no, Wyn, all the best with you with that, so. Oh, sorry. Just got to make sure I didn't get kicked out of the stream room. All right, let's see.
Yeah,
go on.
Yeah, I kind of noticed there was a few lag spikes here and there not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. I'm having some lemon right now. Oh my god, what is this lemon Yeah, let me go ahead and advertise this. 1% lime juice, natural strength from nature's nectar.
What are we going to be streaming next on 100% lime juice on Twitch?
Yeah. But as far as train monsters, yeah, that's...
Oh, well, hold on. I just want to say it before I forget. Wyn saying Moogle. Was it Moogle? Is that what you said, Wyn?
It's a Moogle from the Final Fantasy franchise. The series of video games.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be a very strange segue transition, and Raph's gonna know who this is. But Moogle, also known as the leader ape man from the Black Hole Planet X, third planet in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the original one, and Terror of Mechagodzilla, playing basically the same character. Do you know, Raph, that he just died like not too long ago?
No, I didn't know the actor died.
That actor, Goro Mutsumi, was his name. He's in that movie Meanbo that I was telling you about. The director of Tom Popo, he made that movie with Akira Takarada and my other favorite Godzilla Akira Nakao, who's the Attorney General in Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla and Tokyo SOS. Or I think he becomes the Prime Minister in Tokyo SOS. He levels up.
That wonderful doughy guy. Yeah, I love that.
Him, Akira Takarada, and the evil space ape man are in that film. And yeah, Goro Mutsumi is his name, and he lived a fucking long life.
I know. Now, that movie is about a Yakuza man who will not leave in a hotel, and they're trying everything.
Akira Takarada is like the hotel manager, and the Yakuza are bullying him around, so he gets like this badass chick to try and run him out, and it's a good time. It's funny.
Yeah. No, that sounds like 1%. Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff we can do 1% weird, so... It doesn't.
But anyway, my point being, Goro Mutsumi, evil space ape. He died in 2021. He was born in 1934.
Oh wow, yeah, he's been around a long time.
He really was. Bullets were no effect on him, as he told us as he leaped off the.
Your bullets have no effect on me, so don't even. Godzilla got
like
him.
A somersault.
Yeah.
Well, he escaped.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't see a corpse.
Miraculously.
Yeah, he probably returned in the third movie. So I started my own startup company with Datacon.
Yes. 30 years ago, they never found a corpse.
Yeah, 30 years ago, they never found a corpse. So yeah, but no, he lived a long time. Wheels of Misfortune from Power Rangers. Oh wait, yeah, I think. Hold on, let me double check. What monster?
The sad sequel to Journey's Wheel in the Sky, Wheel of Misfortune.
Oh yeah, that's the spinning wheel from Cinderella. No, from Sleeping Beauty, turned into a kaiju. That's technically not a vehicle, but it's still a cool monster. So it's just a spinning wheel going around and hurting
What about
people.
the fucking cat bus?
Oh, from My Neighbor Totoro, or are you talking about the cat bus from Kaku Ranger? Sure, Brayton. Sure. Whoosh.
I speak, of course, of the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro. I have yet to see an episode of Cock Ranger, though color me... Oh, because that's how you say cock in Japanese. Kaku Ranger! I have not seen that episode, and I apologize.
Well, it's a shame. You should have saw the Christmas episode. Wyn saw it, the one where they visit a village of Santa Claus to save it from an evil football centipede.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of many where you kind of see over and over again, maybe it's not a good idea to call Ninja Man a novice. He'll grow big, he'll explode in anger and turn into Samurai Men and kick your ass.
Yeah. We're making no sense right now, huh, Brayton?
Can we talk again about Mater committing public assassinations?
Do you think Mater could take out Santa Claus with a centipede?
Oh, man.
I think so.
I'm telling you. And you notice every public assassination that wasn't successful, not performed by Mater. Huh?
How so?
I think I'm onto something here. What do you mean, how fucking so? Every public assassination of a political figure that has not worked out was not performed by a car. Yes? That's how so.
Probably.
Well, I guess there are people who have tried to run people over, probably. But
is that how they took out Mussolini? They hit his car and ran him over, and then they beat him to death in the... No, I really want to check out how Mussolini died.
Santa Claus hit him with his reindeer.
Oh, crap! Now people call me woke for killing Mussolini.
The deer, they saw a moose and they couldn't help themselves.
Mm-hmm. So,
Mussolini.
Yeah. I get it. So, he does sound like something you would eat. Moose. Oh, Mussolini. Okay, I get it. I saw what you did there. Reindeer and mooses don't get along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, everybody. How long have we been going? 3 hours. Do you want to kind of cut it? You want to call it quits soon?
I'm admittedly starting to fade a little. My eyes are starting to get a little itchy, which means it's getting to the point where I'm probably going to fall asleep. So I probably should.
Yeah, and I'll save the story for Move for another time when if we can do this way earlier. But yeah, no, next week we are definitely doing North by Northwest with you, Wyn. So just let us know what days would work good for you.
All right, sounds good. I'll keep an open ear out and let you know.
Awesome, yeah. So, Brayton, do you want to kind of call it quits soon, or you want to keep it going?
I'd rather call in Firth soon.
Hold on. There we go.
Why don't you have your little audio only play?
Sorry.
Have it play one.
Oh no!
Rimshot machine failing. 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 Rimshot machine failing.
Okay. As you're saying,
I
Brayton?
just saw Normandy. Why don't you just have a file with a single rim shot? That way you don't have to wait between rim shots.
No, because it's like Russian roulette. I don't know when I'm going to have the rim shot machine explode. I can't believe we were that close to doing it. Yippity skippity. Uh-oh.
Is this still on screen?
Oh, what, the big old monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to finish them for the night. Okay, guys, if you have any final questions, now the time to do them. Send them our way. So, oh, wait a minute. The Astro Train from Transformers says Ziza draws. And then it's like, God. Oh, yeah, the boulder episode was kind of creepy. You've known putting Gordon's face in a boulder would be such nightmare fuel. Oh, yeah, the evil boulder from Shiny Time Station.
Raph, this is becoming one of those streams where we're just naming monsters.
Nonsense, said the mechanic. Have havoc. Okay. But yeah, if you guys have any final questions, now the time to do it. Wyn's going to call it quits. Brayton, is there any final things you want to mention?
You had no plans for anything to announce at the start of 2026, or did you do that all at the start?
No, like I said, February is going to be the big Pachishohma book. At least it's going to be available in a digital form.
How big?
Oh, big enough to fill 90 pages. That's right, 90 pages of Pachishohma monsters. So, and I'll be doing an advertisement video for the end of the month for it. If you want to do pre-orders, that will be available through my PayPal. But yeah, we'll talk more about it later. Next week, we'll definitely be watching, sometime this weekend, hopefully, we'll be doing Gaslight, a part of the movie Graveyard Shift, on my Twitch channel, Enshohma.
Bring your gas mask.
Indeed. And ha-has. Because it's the funniest movie ever made, supposedly. And then next week, we are definitely going to do a 100% weird or just a standalone on its own watch of North by Northwest, because that's a good movie, and if Wyn hasn't seen it, it'd be a great introduction for her and an excuse for us to watch it again. That's all I have to say at the moment. Like I said, this was sort of an not an improv one, but yeah, at least we got one night outing out of the way.
Impromptu is what they would say.
Yes. And let me save this. So yeah, I got the line work. I don't think I'm going to be... the gradients is what's going to kill me. But other than that, I think I'm going to get these guys done tomorrow if nothing...
The line work, the witch in the wardrobe. Hey, did I rant about MST3K being bought on stream, or was that off stream?
No. Actually, you didn't talk about it at all other than jokes. Yeah, if you don't mind, Wyn, let's have Brayton close out the night by talking about what's happened to Mystery Science Theater.
So Radial Entertainment supposedly is just another subsidiary of Shout, as it turns out. Mm-hmm. So this is no news other than Joel has given up, was the basic news out of it. So they're not selling it to anybody else. They're really just selling it back to themselves. Okay, is how it works.
So all the fans getting all really angry and upset about Mystery Science Theater disappearing completely is... Ugh.
No, because, I mean, that seems to be the case as well with Gizmoplex going down every other fucking day. I mean, that at least, which was supposedly their own, ground up, this is what you paid for service, falling apart at the seams, essentially, before everybody's eyes. That's a cause for concern for people who paid for that and bought into that Ponzi scheme. They should be concerned. Mm-hmm. But as it happens with everything else on it being on YouTube and it being on the free stuff and on Shout TV, it's probably going to remain there.
Right. And what's the possibility of any new episodes being made just with Shout alone?
Little to none, because there was that new Kickstarter thing for a video game, and I think that fell apart.
That sounded terrible, to be honest.
That was Joel's last grasp for something, for one last piece, mm-hmm. And then he sold it back to them. And I mean, there is nobody associated with the show who was associated with the original show, so Shout would have to do its own original thing with whoever they could drag back in from the reboot cast, and they seem to have all moved on. Yeah. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, so in other words, an era of Mystery Science Theater has closed, and it's unlikely we're going to see another one anytime soon.
Yes. And I say, thank God!
I say, screw you, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's another one of the big chapters in history of letting things stay in the past, letting things remain pure, and don't have hubris by resurrecting and reheating and trying to commit alchemy with properties where everybody involved have moved on.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, to be honest, I've been revisiting...
None of the core people involved with the show are dead. You could have brought any of them back, mm-hmm. And yet you chose to be a dick. You chose to go on your little witch hunt or money hunt scheme without anybody who actually made the show successful when you left the first time. Fucking absent parent Joel Hodgson. And then he comes back, he fucks it all up with these big lofty ambitions, and then he cuts and runs again.
Yeah, I think he definitely kind of ran away with his tail between his legs.
Twice.
Yeah.
That's his legacy now. He is to MST3K, he has become the I gotta go get cigarettes dad of the MST3K.
Like, I gotta go, Crow. Bye.
Yeah.
Is it controversial if I say I kind of liked Mike Nelson a little better anyway?
No, absolutely.
No, that's kind of the majority. That's the majority opinion. The problem with me is I love Joel, the character. I love the character, and that for me is I love that era. I love that character. I love the performance. The problem is I didn't like Mike as much on screen And I like Mike much better as a person than I like Joel as a person for how this has all turned out.
Mm-hmm. I like Ike.
I like Mater. He gets the job done.
You evil man, you.
Raph, I dare you to call this episode "The Car Did It."
The car. No, I'm gonna call it "The Car Did It," and we're just gonna have like evil Mater with a gun.
There you go. Just his eyes peering over from the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh my god. But yeah, no. Okay, so the thing is, I've been revisiting the Netflix first season of Mystery Science Theater because I've been uploading them almost weekly now on YouTube, which is nice considering that Netflix does not give a crap about its own shows and physical media. Rest in peace, She-Ra, Princesses of Power. But yeah, no, they came out of the gate swinging fairly impressively. Yeah, it was overproduced and there was like way too many name dropping of guest stars left and right. But I think it was a strong first attempt, and then things started to waver with that weird Gauntlet season. Yeah, that was Netflix basically trying to turn the screws. And then the Gizmoplex, it's like, holy crap, Joel, you could have done so much better than what you ended up with. So yeah, I think yeah, Uberus, some not bad business decisions, but going way too ambitious, I think is what ultimately killed Mystery Science Theater. And yeah, I think some new blood may be needed, or at least maybe give it a rest, because I hate
my problem is the new blood, Raph, and I'm going to say this. It depends on what you view it as. Do you view MST3K as a property, or do you view it as a creation by the people involved? Because if none of them are involved, it's just a property. And of course, we'll wave the carrot for Bobo and Pearl to appear in very odd, ill-placed things, but they have no creative input into the show. Therefore, when it's the sheer concept of it is something that everybody does and anybody can do, which is to humorously comment over things, what's the point in just watching anybody else? Because at that point, you're just listening to funny commentary with shadows that you recognize. They're not the original people behind it. They're not the original voices. They're not the original creative engine of the show. So you could be watching any other Let's Play, any other funny riffing series out there if it's not the original guys doing it. So from the get-go, it was inauthentic to me. And then over time, every single business deal to a T has been so shady and so oddly swung in their favor by people who don't know how to run a successful pyramid scheme that it just makes me sad to think about this odd zombie Simpson era where it's fully on autopilot.
Yeah, I don't fully agree with that statement, but I absolutely see where you're coming from. And more to the point, yeah, you can, like, what is it? One of the big problems I have with a lot of modern media is that you don't see the creative decisions that much anymore. You just see the business decisions, whether it's like, oh, we got to dumb down the storyline to appeal to mass audiences and not to offend our corporate masters. Oh yeah, it's like it's like the fact that a lot of superhero movies no longer afford cities with citizens in them is like a major tell. But yeah, no, Mystery Science Theater, yeah, it's like the Gauntlet was Netflix with its dumb decisions, and then the Gizmoplex was Joel desperately with his dumb decisions. The first season's not perfect either. But yeah, no, I fully agree that a lot of the sincerity and perhaps the real heart of all the people, because Mystery Science Theater was a conglomeration of multiple talents.
Well, and you have to understand, it's not like any other show that they bring that you can say, oh, we'll give it a rest and bring it back because it had like 100 people on the staff, and you can obviously, if you stick to the idea, you can make it work. MST3K, the original show, was literally produced by under 12 people on staff, and 80% of them were on screen. It's like if you, me, and Wyn made a show, and then 20 years later you brought it back and didn't invite us, and we're like, hey, it was kind of just the three of us this whole time doing this thing.
But that's because you and Wyn would be old by then, and I don't like old people. They scare young audiences.
I know, coming from the 3,000-year-old man who still wants to get in his jumpsuit.
That's your opinion, man.
It just seems like there are different rules that apply when it comes to a reboot for me in this circumstance, because it was purely driven by tops 10 people every episode of this show. It's not something that I can look at in the face and call it the same show just because the same puppet characters are there. You know, it's got the title on it. There are shadows at the bottom of the screen. It's not the same show. And as its own individual show, I deem it a failure because look what happened with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and not only that, but yeah, they were not scraping the bottom of the barrel as far as movie choices go, although when you start taking from Sci-Fi Channel, yeah, no. But yeah, that Gizmoplex season, that was like, hey, you remember Mystery Science Theater, right? You remember us making fun of movies, right? Yeah, it got that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say let Mystery Science Theater rest a little bit. If anything, just it's like I think you and me could do a better job with it.
Raph, could you imagine? Don't let it die, man. Because if you saw what happened when they let it rest, and it's only going to be a worse version of this.
Who knows? I don't know. I wouldn't mind more Mystery Science Theater, but definitely not with the way it was ran the last time. And I fear that it probably won't come back unless you get like the really good, smart people behind it. And also we have Rift, but even Rift Tracks is kind of slowly going on the way out, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It's okay for this not to go on forever.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a chunk of work that you can look back on an old show and say, wow, that was great. And just let it be. You have a body of work. These people are in their 70s now. You know, the time window when it was 10 years ago to bring this show back, and if they were all to get together to do one last season, which was the original plan, would have been fine, would have been cute, would have been kind of like what Kids in the Hall did, and that would have been fine. But they didn't. They wanted to reboot it for a new generation, and the new generation was having less and less of it with every Kickstarter.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They dug themselves into a hole. Nothing financially is going to work out for them anymore. And I put a curse on it to this day and burn Joel at the stake.
Right.
How's that?
Merry Christmas, people.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. So, Happy New Year's too. So Goji Shea says it's no real loss to me whether we're not getting more Netflix Mystery Science Theater. It paled in comparison to what you guys did for the Gamma movies here on YouTube. Random G Fan 1942 says ditto. He agrees. And then that's pretty much it.
That's all it is. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna okay. So these were the test copies of the Pachishohma book that unfortunately had that major typo. But yeah, these will be the physical copies I'll be selling through eBay. There will be a digital version available through Etsy. This gives you an idea what it looks like. I'm going to have to talk, now that I have to redo the printing of it, I'm going to have to talk to our friend Patrick Galvin and see if he wants to be labeled on the cover for at least credit's sake. I know you don't, but you've been a big help on the book too. And this is just some of the artwork that you'll find in the Pachishohma book. Ba-ba-bing. Ba-ba-ba. There's everyone's favorite giant witch, Zadora. There's a Mystery Science Theater reference in there, but I won't reveal it.
God.
Yeah. All right. And more Mystery Science Theater joking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go through the whole book now?
No. I just wanted to show those pages. You just got impatient before I closed it up. It's like 5 minutes are too long. It's already 4 minutes. But yeah, so I'm just doing one last new picture for the book before we send it back to the printers. Although, like I said, the digital version will definitely be showing up early in February, probably February 10th at the latest. Yeah, the Pachimon book is coming. I'm going to be doing a couple little videos here and there throughout February. If sooner, I know there's one about Moo that I'm just going to repurpose our little Moo joke on the last stream we did. But yeah, I'm going to close it out. Let me go ahead and switch to normal screens.
Normal screens. Normal screens.
I can't sing that well, so oh my goodness. I am so jealous of you two. But anyways, Wyn, thank you for sticking around a little longer than usual. We apologize that we can't do these things a little earlier, but we're definitely going to have you aboard for the North by Northwest live watch next week.
Right, this is the 5th time you've announced this, man.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So,
And with that, this is where I bow out. For anyone who needs voice work, feel free to contact Raph, and he will get my attention, and I'll see what I can do.
yes, you sound tired. Go ahead and leave us and go to bed.
E.
All right, I'll talk
Good
to
night,
you.
everybody.
Good night. Oh, our little Winnie has gone to bed. Let's go to the fireplace and discuss news outlets, Brayton.
What do you want to talk about? Venezuela?
Yes. How much money was it going to take for us to rule it?
How many Venusians do they have in Venezuela?
I don't know. Probably a lot. So those are people with Venetian blinds, right?
Hey, do you think that the B-Girls from Invasion of the B-Girls are an actually interesting kind of villain?
Barely. I saw the movie. It didn't live up. I think, yeah. The
That's not the only thing that was up.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's like, yeah, there are movies out there, ladies and gentlemen, that has too much nudity, even for you.
You didn't like the naked bike motorcyclist?
There's so much nudity. I forgot about the motorcyclist because there's a naked woman every 4 seconds in that movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the concept of like these bee succubists are kind of interesting.
Oh yeah,
and I like the effect of the what would you call those, the contacts where they put in like just the all black eyes.
The all black,
really cool.
And the origins is interesting with just one mad scientist basically creating an invasion of the body snatchers, but with, like you said, bee succubuses.
Yeah.
I wish they went in more detail on why the sex kills people, because I know with the insects it's just, bees don't exactly have very replenishable bodies, but human beings we're related to the bonobo. We're built for sex.
They just do you so good that you die.
Yeah, well, on the bright side, at least Harry Mudd was able to resist their charms. So, no, lady, I'm okay. I'm all right being.
Man, wouldn't that be something? The one man who was immune to them
was the man who created an entire planet of sex robots.
Oh yeah. The soundtrack's pretty good too.
Yeah, but no, after finally seeing the movie, because it was on Tubi, and it's like, oh, I've had it on DVD for ages, might as well finally watch it. And it's like, holy shit, yeah, way too much nudity. So,
I saw that when I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. How? What did you do? Why?
One of those the Big Mill Creek box sets that came out.
Oh.
So like all of those weird. Well, that was an American film, but that and all of those odd Italian imports, like Lady Frankenstein and what was it? Count Dracula's Dirty Secret or something, whatever it was called, that had like inexplicable naked breasts, all natural, everything else, and giant hairy Italian man ass. I saw all of that.
Wow. Yeah. The Mill Creeks was the Wild West of movies. So, but no, I had Invasion of the Bee Girls through the MGM Midnight Movies collection. I don't know what they paired it up with. It was another naughty movie.
Yeah.
God, shouldn't it? Oh, God, I hope it wasn't Morons in Space. That'd be a terrible double feature for the folks. Have you heard there's a recent sequel to the Giant Troll movie on Netflix? Yes, I did. Troll, simply called Troll 2. Which doesn't make it
that's
fucking
a good sign.
confusing, yeah. Kids, you shouldn't be up this late listening to Uncle Raffy and Uncle Brayton saying bad words.
Who has the most movies with the same name? Halloween, Godzilla, or Troll 2?
I almost want to say Godzilla because of the overuse of the same words over and over again, but I think Frankenstein or Dracula might be better.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk about Godzilla minus
Zero.
2, whatever it's called, -1.
Yeah.
Well, no, what is it? -0 is okay. That's the title.
Yeah, because -1 comes before 0, so it's -0. I don't know. They're not saying anything about the movie.
What are they going to call it? What are they going to call a third one? -1?
No, it's just Godzilla plus 1. That's when Godzilla and Anguirus finally go to the ball together.
Yeah.
Dinner seat for 2. Oh yes, it's so magical.
I call Shin Godzilla minus fun. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do some meetings to annoy the audience. Oh god damn it, come on. This is you alone in the audience, like just flipping off the screen. It's like, come on, come and get me, movie.
But yeah, you clearly don't want to talk about how clear as day you can see a Skeleturtle in those clouds, which obviously means he will be the next.
No, I saw Kiriyama from Happy Enterprises in the clouds. He's coming back. This sequel ought to be excellent, huh? You bitch.
That takes a nice picture.
He didn't have to do that. Just smoke all over my goddamn.
That was a kind of a traumatizing scene for me when I was younger. The little fight that they have where he busts the guy's nose, Kenji Sahara, he busts him up. I was like, oh my god, human violence in kaiju films used to bother me. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, I can understand.
But like that, and then all of the people that guy beats up in Barugon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
where
that's
he
right.
Punches the lady and then throws a locker on that guy with the crutches. It's like
only Dero, the most powerful gangster in all of Gamerdom.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. No. Seriously, why didn't any of those soldiers shoot him when he was trying to steal the diamond that was going to be used to kill Baragon? God.
They fucking shot the fuck out of Nelson. You think this guy would have got the same?
I know. Nelson. Yeah. And oh my god. Yeah. Onidera. That movie. We'll. You and I need to sit down and talk about Gamma vs. Baragon as his own quick thing. It's like, yeah, we think it's a little boring. Yeah. Godzilla will fight a giant trilobite, says Random G fan. No offense to the giant trilobite. That makes sense because Godzilla's covered in them. But I don't mind seeing my boy Hedorah come back, but at the same time I feel that's not going to happen because Hedorah is, as every Japanese animator, both in 2D and CGI, have noted in the last 10 years, Hedorah is too complex.
Raph, in a week from now, you're going to get a trailer with nothing but Hedorah.
And I'm going to be like, squeezing
I knew it all along!
And then I rip my clothes off and my toga's gold. And it's like, it's a brand new day. Hey, yeah, it's a brand new day. Shaking my booty alone in my own car. Dancing with Fluffy and throwing it to the floor. Yeah.
No, but if you stare long enough at the Godzilla minus zero poster, you will see your golden years slipping away just second by second as you over dissect this thing. No, you will see. Apparently, the thing is that what people are saying is that, well, there's smog in the clouds.
I just thought a big glowing blue light in the clouds. I don't think it is smog. No, you're probably right.
No, I'm saying smog, as in it's gross clouds. It's obviously, there's smog everywhere.
Hedorah, yeah. No, I just want to really know what's going to happen to wife who got exploded.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was? Yeah, what is going to? They're not going to follow them, I imagine.
I don't know.
Will they?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like. I like Godzilla -1. I could have been okay without a sequel for a long time, if ever. But we'll see what happens. So, about
but when a Godzilla film has an interesting character, they never follow through with them.
Yeah,
never. You never see them again. You never see them again in any interesting way. And if you do see them again, they're gone 5 minutes from when they show up.
Here's Dr. Yamane. Get out of here. I thought I was in this movie. No, you're not. Go swing on a sunset.
The pilot chick from Mechagodzilla against Mechagodzilla. She shows up, says hi, and then leaves.
Oh yeah, that is a little disappointing. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm happy that it is coming out this year, so we're not waiting forever. But it's like you're keeping...
Because God knows if you have one human who has beaten this thing before, you sure as fuck don't want them back.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie will be over in a matter of minutes. Godzilla comes out of the ocean, and it's like he just like, this asshole again. Yeah. He picks up a rock and just throws
them
it
out of here. So of course they won't have any of the fishing crew back. They won't have the soldier guy back. They'll all be off on vacation somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like, where are they? They're in Hawaii vacationing. It's like just look at a postcard and they're all like waving, like, see.
They are elsewhere.
Yeah.
Godzilla minus elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Godzilla? Maybe it's Gabe who he's gonna fight.
My Gabe?
You're Gabe.
Uh-huh. Hey, Godzilla. Knock it off.
Right?
Hey, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it.
Godzilla, that's not cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he just starts slapping Godzilla, and Godzilla's like, quit it.
Quit it, Godzilla.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Godzilla. I'm Gabe.
And then Godzilla does the dramatic fire breath, and Gabe is like blown away like 2 miles. But then it's like we see Gabe like laying in the rubble, and he's like, okay, now this means war.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he just slowly comes out of the rubble, and Gabe's 200 feet tall, by the way, and he just goes like, dude, come on.
What a great movie.
Yeah. Oh, and then in the climax, they have to team up against the golden god of destruction himself, Lewis. Yeah! He's just floating down dressed as the Cone Wizard, but he's gold now. Yeah! With a guitar. Ooh, yeah.
They'll never put Lewis in a Godzilla movie because I hear he's too hard to animate. You know, with the CGI people these days.
Oh yeah, with his constantly changing awesome hairstyles.
Yep.
So Baragon turned 60 this year, along with Ebra and Condor, Giant Condor. So, oh yeah, the fans are excited about Giant Condor toys finally being mailed out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Should I get one?
When are we going to do a Godsey Bond stream?
No, you're going to be confused and you're going to hate me. I'd rather show you Dan to Dan now. There is an anime I think you'd enjoy, The Big O. Oh, I turned off the rim shot machine. Damn it.
I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that?
Ba-ding. Rim shot machine failing. Oh no, The Big O is this really fun anime series from the late 90s that I think you would enjoy. It's Batman the animated series, but he has a giant robot. So,
well, that seems pretty one-sided.
Well, Batman, it's oh shit. And then we cut to Gabe and Godzilla just drinking some cappuccinos. Wow, he killed the Joker. And Godzilla's like, smiling, and it translates about fucking time. Do you think in real life the Joker would be killed immediately for his horrible crimes, or because he's whiter than white, he'd be allowed to run away free?
Well, the makeup's white.
Yeah, but
we don't know what he looks like under the. Oh well, no, I'm sorry. I forget. He's doesn't wear makeup. He's bleached.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a cheat code. Okay.
Yeah.
So. If it were Cesar Romero, then he would be in trouble.
I know. God, it's so awesome. Our first live action Joker was a Hispanic man. Not just anybody. Cesar Romero. Oh, it's a wonderful it is. Oh. Okay.
What sorcery is this?
He died. Batman and Robin back from the dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that said, we're going to close out the night. Unless you have something else you want to bring up.
Batman -0. Will that be the next one?
Probably. Yeah. Well, there's always a new Batman movie. Just give it a month or two, new Batmans will be showing up everywhere. So, Batman here, Batman there, Batman everywhere. But
Batman printed on my underwear.
Mm-hmm. What?
I had Batman underwear when I was 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. No Super Sentai. Ultraman's later this year. Godzilla -1. What other kaiju stuff am I looking forward to? I don't know. Give Gamera something. Throw him a bone.
A punch in the nards.
Hey kids, I'm back up. Gabe, Godzilla, why would you do that? We're friends now. We're like friends now.
I thought they gave Gamera something with his anime show, and that sucked.
His anime show from Netflix, Gamera Rebirth, it was well written, and I liked the story.
More like Gamera Afterbirth.
The story was pretty decent, but I think the animation left a lot to desire, especially on the human characters. So, but at least they gave it something of a try. So, but yeah, get poor Gamera. let me do a Gamera comic. I'd write something awesome. I got ideas. I got plans.
Why don't you call Daiei's Los Angeles office?
Apparently, they're way worse to deal with than Toho.
Katakawa, whoever owns the buck.
Yeah, no, Katakawa is very protective of Gamera, so it's a miracle that Gigabash was able to get Gamera and Giron in there.
I know this for a fact because I tried re-uploading our Jiger episode, and before I even published it, it was struck, and can't do it.
Yeah, and it's even worse these days too. You're dealing with AI, so there probably wasn't even a real person from Katakawa looking at the license.
AI versus Gamera.
Yeah. Oh, that's been done before. Well, kind of, sort of, not really. But yeah, no, I would love to do something with Gamera, but Katakawa is harder to deal with. I'm probably end up doing my own Godzilla series for IDW. Godzilla versus the Monster Bee.
Did you ever share that image I photoshopped of you and Gamera like in heaven together?
No,
where you're standing next to him and you have your arm around his shelf?
If it's readily available, I'll show it on screen before we call it a night. So hold on. You only got a second win now that win is gone.
I didn't lose my first one.
Oh, okay. Okay, then what do you want to do? Do you want to continue this for at least another hour?
This is your party. I don't care.
Hey everybody, we're gonna be here a little bit longer. Let's make it to 4 hours. Let's just give it another half an hour and then we'll call it quits.
Raf, how do you find things on your computer? These are all blank documents. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's like billions of Gamera images, so that
billions of Puma Men.
Yeah, billions upon billions of Puma Man. But I know Gamera. Yeah, so I can't put Raf and Gamera because it might be labeled under something else.
You know the picture I speak of, though, right?
Yes, it should be in my many files here. Okay,
people, you don't understand how much Gamera shit he has here.
Oh yeah, he can see it. You can't.
Wow, nothing but.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but shell.
Nothing but shell. I'll find him. What message from space? Tom Baker. What's this about?
As we're reaching close to February, Raph, who are you going to... Oh, no, never mind. We got to keep that a secret because those are totally real encounters that occur at Gardena Cinema. Never mind. At Gardena Cinema, though, what's next that you guys are showing?
This weekend, for Saturday, they are doing a David Lynch marathon. They're going to be showing Blue Velvet along with a couple of episodes of...
Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks, yes. Selected episodes. And then Sunday, they're doing an animation film festival. I'm more interested in the animation film festival. But I know later in the month, we're doing a very popular webtoon. The creators of it, I don't know what the title is, but it's something about a bunch of little insects stuck in a cave. Apparently there's already there's the theater's gonna be filled, so we gotta prepare. So I may.
Speaking of Blue Velvet and Twin Peaks, I think Kyle MacLachlan now even if we're going to fan cast who would play Cleansy Macrupe in a movie, I think he'd be good.
No, I like him. I think he'd be great.
He's a lot of fun, and he's beautiful.
Yeah, although
he is a silver fox.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, he aged incredibly beautifully well. Let's hope he doesn't get Botox.
Well, that's a man who never looked not good.
Mm-hmm.
He's been beautiful forever. God bless him.
Yeah, oh, that's weird. Coming towards the bottom. Yeah, a lot of Gamera bullshit.
It's never ending. It's frightening.
Mm. I found you and your robots.
Good God.
Oh, I'll save that for later.
What does that mean?
You know what. Okay, still going down. Oh, I gotta be somewhere around here. I swear, if the image just says Gamera with Raph, I'm gonna scream my head off. No, I'm not gonna scream my head off. I'm just gonna be like, "Urgh." I'll just do that.
Do a peacock sound.
Ah. I'm not in the mood for it, okay?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we're reaching the bottom. Holy shit. Okay. Skydiving. Frankenstein. Where's Gamera versus me?
Yeah, I think it was originally a photo of Noriaki Iwasa with Gamera, and I put your head on his body so it looked like you guys were best buddies. It's very cute.
Yeah, that's weird. I swore I should have had
Why
that.
is Dracula there?
Because, I'm in a big Dracula mood. He's like, no, yeah, he's literally pointing at me. So,
But he's in your Gamera folder?
God, you're right. That makes no sense. Okay, hold on. Hail Mary, I'm going to check a folder that might have it. If it doesn't, I'm not going to worry about it. Where's the all RAF folder? Oh, there it is. RAF. This is all RAF. Uh-oh, did I put... No. Ain't gonna happen. Oh, wait. It could be... Yeah, I think I know what's wrong. Hold on. Give me the double zeros.
I'm giving you the double birds right now.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think I have it on my folder anymore.
Boo.
Where? I'm gonna prove you. I'm Boo. I'm a little girl. I'm so small.
You can trust me, Little Red Riding Hood. Give me some cookies.
Boo's had a stroke.
Can that be like, we can make a joke out of Boo is just sick one day, and so they get a replacement Boo to fill in at Glue headquarters, and it's a creepy old woman who was at the bus stop, and she's dressed like Boo.
Oh,
and everybody is aware that that's not Boo, but Jack Hodgson plays it like it's usual, it's normal, because he orchestrated the whole thing.
Oh yeah, he really hates that girl. So. I'm doing one more where I'm just checking me. Oh God, this is even worse. Oh shit, yeah.
You have a whole folder of yourself.
No, I just labeled a lot of files underneath me. Can't believe we're doing this. What's in the character? The character Poppy from the Proud Family is modeled after Cesar Romero, even sports a physical laugh. Okay. And we need to put the Crimson Roommate mark and a Godzilla vs. Gabe somewhere, says Shay. Okay. Ooh, this is not going to work out. Okay. I have a lot of shit.
I see that.
Right. Centaur girls. Come on.
Wow. Oh my. There's so many.
Well, this is the same image. I just did multiple versions of it. Columbo. Waving to me like,
taunting you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Damn it. Digby, logos, Moo, the alien. Dick
With
Van Dyke.
passing scroll, it becomes sillier. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that goblin woman.
Wow.
Okay, I think at this point, I think we'll just give up.
No, it was so long ago.
Yeah, I know it's on one of my flash drives, but I don't want to pull out my flash drive.
Don't whip that out, please.
Yeah, let's not do that.
We have company.
Come to my candy store.
Who can make a sunrise?
Not this guy. Okay, I'm going to stop there because when I start to sing Bad Cat, yeah, we're in trouble. So, okay, kids, no RAF versus Gamera.
Nothing but trouble.
Yeah, we'll save it for another time. Cancel. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for dealing with us. Sometimes we hit gold, sometimes we hit gems, sometimes it's just pennies. So, by the way, I just
gold.
Yeah, I just realized getting rid of pennies is just a giant scam by the super rich, so they can just round off the price and make us, pay a little more.
Are you hoarding your pennies?
Yeah, it's collectible items. So, and they're also made of copper, and Donald Trump is a cheapskate. So yeah.
But he loves coppers.
I know. Oh, I see what you. Oh God, if we had the rim shot machine, yeah. So we're not happy about that situation, folks. But no. Yeah, he's basically doing to us what a lot of people do on construction sites, where they just steal the copper. Period. Oh my goodness.
He's basically doing to us what he does to every unconsenting supermodel he's ever encountered.
Oh, okay, let's stop there. Now we're getting to the point where I don't want to put that image in my head. Plus, I'm trying to keep happy. But no, everybody, we love you regardless. I have a lot of great fans, and that's pretty much it. Any last things you want to mention before we call it a night and play out with our song?
What song will that be?
Oh, a slightly edited version of the Aquabats. Good night.
The official unauthorized night owling outro.
Oh yeah, we get a small little warning from the copyright people.
We did?
No, not really. Although I bet if we met the real Aquabats, it's like, sure thing, little bud, you can do whatever you want. He just punches me for no reason.
I got a bad feeling about those guys.
Like how? What do you think? What horrible secrets do you think they have underneath their aqua tram?
Something's gonna come out. It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. He's also literally has pale skin, green hair, and wears purple. Oh yeah, talking about the Joker, the random G fan.
Oh,
unless you were talking about one of our many politicians
Prince.
in Congress.
Talking about Prince or him. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, well, yeah, God, Prince. What were they thinking when they made the 80s? Weird. Like, no offense
Batman.
to Prince. He does great music, but, what does that have to do with Batman? The Batman!
It's awesome. You can't take Prince out of that movie.
You're right, especially when the Joker's, like, killing people in artwork.
Pardon man. And I like this, and I like Trust.
Mm-hmm.
You only hear a little bit of it in the movie, but
people.
trust, do you? Yeah.
Where's Batman? He's at home, washing his cape. Now die.
Hubba hubba hubba, money money money. Who do you trust?
Yes. Who do you trust? So, we got to just do a conversation about Batman villains and Jokers. But anyway. Mad Hatter as a mind control super genius, or Mad Hatter as a creepy you-know-what? Yeah or nay?
Mad Hatter as a breakdancing Johnny Depp.
Sure. Oh, no, never mind. No, take that. Forgot how stupid that was. That was completely bypassed out of my damn mind.
If Johnny Depp, dressed as the Mad Hatter specifically, told you in a broken down roller coaster funhouse spook house ride that he liked to dress in women's clothing, would you be surprised?
It's Johnny Depp. I would not be surprised. I'd be surprised I'd be in that situation with him.
Well, I mean, weirder things have happened.
And then I asked him if he likes girls. And we continue our relationship.
Okay. He found his right one with you.
Yeah. I get what you're doing there. Aquabats made a Banana Splits pilot. Oh yeah, that's right, Random G fan. So I don't know if it's available to the public, but it'll probably be out there one way or another.
Oh my god, his relationship with his first wife in that film basically is a foreshadowing to him and Amber Heard, isn't it?
Oh yeah, kind of. Although,
wow.
Do you buy Amber Heard was really that monstrous, or you think it was just kind of mutual stupidity?
I think they're both kind of icky, but she seems a little salty icky. A little icky with a little bit of salt, a skosh of bleh,
Yeah, it's like when I showed you the weather girl Amber Lee, it's like, Raph, this girl's going to claw your eyes out. She's not nice.
This is who I'm competing with? That's what I said.
Yeah. Why not me, Raph? All right, so what we're going, the card did it, okay, because alternative titles would have been the Hobo Rebellion.
The Homo Rebellion.
The Homo Rebellion. No, we're going to do the card did it, and I'll put Mater in the corner with a gun.
Yes, and put what? The card did it, and then Bobo witnessed it, or whatever the owl's name is from Clash Titan in the Tree.
Yeah. So Hootie and the Night Owl, that's his name. So yes.
No, you got to put the Clash the Titan owl over him.
Oh, right. Okay, so this is going to be a big job. All right.
No, just cut out a PNG and just stick him on top of him.
I'll even put like little glue marks on it too. So.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we're going to call it quits. It's already 3, 4. Yeah, might as well cut it. All right, Brayton, thank you for joining me. We may end up, see us next week. We'll do some more this weekend. Let me know.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yabba gabba. All right. Oh, wait, I still got to do the damn music. Okay, there we go.
What is Cock Ranger?
Too late, music's playing. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and thank you for everything.
Here's something to think about when things go wrong all the time. That luck can change like that high tide. Bad things can soon turn out alright. And with each passing day, so goes another life. Everybody wants to live, some people wanna die. So close your eyes, 'cause it's alright to say hello. Good night. A good night. A good night. A good night. So if this is to be our time, just think of what we left behind. Will they say good of you to last, or lose the memory of you fast? Forever and ever, a wonderful thing. Will someone be grateful for what we tried to bring? It's late, but just remember then, this day will never come again.
Oh, you're not saying a damn thing, are you?
And I offered them a peep show. That fell on deaf ears.
Everybody wants to live, some people wait to die. So close your eyes, 'cause it's alright to say hello.
Good night, folks.
Good night. A good night. A good night.